girls get up to and how low they'll go. For tickets, contact
The hell was that about?
direct from the afterlife.
Let's just keep going.
You won't believe your eyes.
Once again, I know there's side stuff. Once I get all the loyalty missions done, for next stream when I play this on Tuesday, it is going to be just a space exploration, looking at planets, doing side mission stream for like that'll be like 3 or 4 streams probably, and then the DLC will be their own probably, and then that'll be the end game. The game is going a little faster than I thought it would. Not at first, but now, I mean, I only have 1 loyalty mission left. Well, 2 counting Legions, but...
Commander, you've received a new message at your private
Ooh.
terminal.
Pragia facility update. Cerberus intel. Contacting you per elusive man's instructions. He believes you would know. He believes you would want to know that he had ordered Subject Zero's project shut down before the riot broke out. Cerberus personnel arrived to find all guards dead, along with most of the subjects. Any surviving children were treated for injuries, given mild amnesic treatment, okay, and delivered to Alliance facilities as survivors of slaver attacks. A few surviving doctors were forcibly retired for their role in the project. Pre-report, the facility in Pragia has been destroyed. So, the person did mention on that planet, I forgot to say this, but a lot of them came from slavers. Shepard's friends and family were killed by Batarian slavers. What if some of them ended up on Pragia? Ooh. That would have been really interesting if they had put, like, if that guy who survived maybe knew Shepard. Maybe, like, the ages lined up, so if you had the backstory of colonists, maybe he would recognize Shepard. That would have been a cool touch. There's a little bit of text in this game, depending on what your background is, but not much. You know what? No, I'll talk to him last. Miranda's done, Garrus is done, Samara. Yep. And Thane. I don't think I talked to Thane after I helped this kid. Why do I keep forgetting to talk to Thane? I don't know what's wrong with me. I keep forgetting to talk to him.
Morinth haunted my dreams and waking hours equally. For the first time in 400 years, I am free. I am a ruined vessel of sorrow and regret, but I am free. It is not a feeling I can describe.
Was it worth it?
It was never a question of worth, but of need. I had to take the action I did, as did she. This was never a story that would have a happy outcome.
True. Either she kills her own daughter, or she's killed by her own daughter. Or she never finds her, and her daughter keeps killing people.
You did your duty. What about your feelings?
One of my daughters is dead. My hopes, my dreams were all bound up in my children. Still, my feelings have always come after my duty. The same is true of you.
You said that Morinth was a monster, but she was still your daughter.
She was the strongest and smartest. She would not accept the injustice thrust upon her. She fought to the end. I am so proud of her, Shepard.
What will you do now that Morinth is gone?
Assuming I survive your mission, I am a Justicar. Injustice still exists, and perhaps even other Ardat-Yakshi.
There's no way to correct the condition Morinth had?
We are an advanced species, but we don't have magic. When the trait manifests at maturity, it is too late for mitigation. It only occurs in purebloods like myself. Perhaps that is the root of the stigma regarding Asari-exclusive pairings. I don't know.
Yeah. Liara mentioned that it was seen as bad because nothing was gained. Nothing was added. Maybe it came down to this. Maybe this is like the superstition of it.
I thought Ardat-Yakshi were extremely rare.
Asari have spread to many worlds. There are remote regions with no government oversight. If I travel to those worlds and they do exist, I will find them.
Morinth claimed that her condition was the future of the Asari race.
Morinth would say anything that served her cause. Ardat-Yakshi are sterile, Shepard. That wouldn't be a particularly viable future for my people.
You don't want to settle down?
I did. I returned to my homeworld and tried to start a family. I will fight and struggle all my life. That is my fate. When I die, it will not be in bed. I am at peace with that.
You still control the direction of your life.
I have chosen this path. I truly am at peace, due in no small part to you. Shepard,
How are you?
perhaps we could speak later. I wish to meditate.
No,
I should go.
Of course.
I should go. Like I said, you can kind of do a romance with Samara, but it really doesn't go anywhere. And it ends up being kind of sad because hit my mic. Because in the end, she basically just says this won't work. Like, but because of my code, I can't do this. So it's kind of a sad ending to it.
Commander, there's a lot to do.
Yep. There's always a lot to do, Miranda. They're always doing stuff. Dude, I kind of call up all my friends to do stuff, and they never want to do anything. Miranda's always busy doing stuff. Garrus is calibrating, probably.
Shepard.
Yep.
I'll be here.
Everyone's just doing their own thing. I'll find somebody on the ship that wants to talk to me. How about Thane? Because I forgot to talk to him twice. I think it's because of where Thane is in the ship. I just for some reason forget this is here.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event, as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
More than I wanted to know, Thane.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
That was mentioned in something else that I've seen or played. The idea that if you remembered your own birth, it would be super traumatizing.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
That sounds difficult. At any moment, you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts. My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
My bit rate went a little wacky, but it's fine now. Hopefully it doesn't start doing that again.
My gun can't decide right from wrong. You clearly do.
My soul does. But my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were honed to kill. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
What choices we have? Irresponsible, weird, or convenient? We'll go with weird.
That's a strange way of looking at yourself.
Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid draw memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
Oh, it's like, oh, you're lonely. I want to be your friend. I find your species interesting, or no, you're cool. I want to be your friend.
You've spent a lot of your life alone, Thane.
Work fulfilled me. Reading. I barely spoke to anyone outside my family. It seems there will be no one to mourn me when I die. You're the only friend I've made in 10 years.
Ooh. Yeah.
The rest of us lose as much as you do when you hold yourself apart.
I found it difficult to sit in the ship's mess for meals. I'm used to keeping my back against a wall, facing the doors. I'm trying to relax. find my center.
Oh, I'm on the table, aren't I? Yep, I was on the table.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've already discussed.
Do you mind if I ask you a few
Not at
questions?
all.
Okay.
I should go.
I shall
He
return to my
might. I
meditations.
don't know if he'll have anything else or not. He didn't say anything like a line that sounds like he's done, but he might be done now. Maybe. Although he might mention. No, he hasn't mentioned that woman was his wife. So I think he has one more thing to tell me. I think Jack is done. And Tally's not going to have anything until we do more either. In fact, I don't think she'll have anything until we do the next main mission. But just in case, I'll check. Oh, they're out of stuff too.
Have you got time to talk?
I can't, but I understand if you need to. I'll find a way.
I just find that funny. Like when you skip it, it just cuts to her face, like right in yours. Jack, I don't think you have anything left, but I will double check.
You got a lot of questions, don't you?
Bye.
I should go.
Yeah, you should.
I don't know.
Hey,
What's happening?
you got a lot of questions, don't you?
This sounds like it wants to start a relationship. I don't like either of these choices.
If I want to talk to you, I will.
Been thinking. We've seen a lot of shit together now, and you're always coming to talk to me. Shepard, you got feelings for me? Because I don't need the complication.
Then don't worry. I'm not interested.
Good. I didn't want you coming around here anymore anyway.
You got what you want, Jack. We'll keep this business. No problem.
Yeah. No problem.
What?
Hey, Shepard, we talked enough. You're just pissing around. No.
There it is.
Whatever.
Okay. So I had to lock myself out of a relationship to get her to be done. That was weird. Alright, I think that's everyone. So there's only one left. Zaid. And his definitely has a Paragon or Renegade way of doing things. Ooh, but who do I bring with him? That's the question. Alright, where am I going? Oh, I haven't even done the Normandy pick everyone's dog tag up thing yet. I really haven't done any side stuff yet. Alright, new system. You know what that means. How about the planet Vecchio? It is a moderately sized terrestrial world with a thin, hot atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Initial surveys found trace amounts of iridium, but little else of interest in the silicate desert sands that cover most of the surface of the planet. On a recent tour, the Alliance surveyor ship Cup, discovered a group of partial graves hidden in the equatorial mountain ranges. The ancient skeletons in the burial sites are obviously humanoid, but incomplete and poorly preserved, which has made them difficult to identify. Fragments of primitive ceramic grave goods were also found nearby. This raises further questions about who once traveled to this inhospitable planet, since the closest garden world, Volturno, has no intelligent life. Human universities are planning further archaeological investigations, so it's a mystery. Ooh. The only side missions I would end up doing are random things I find on planets, but normally a system only has one mission in it. But this system actually doesn't have the Zaid one, so I probably shouldn't be doing this, but oh well. Might as well finish it. Lapini! Sounds like a Pokemon. A hydrogen methane gas giant, Lapini and its moons have been curiously scanned by space probes and found to have little in the way of rare resources. The galaxy at large considers it unremarkable. Nothing. Okay, well. Volturno. The so-called Super Earth. A so-called Super Earth. Volturno is a home to organic life, but is nevertheless inhabitable for the near future. Currently in an ice age. Most of the planet, from a latitude of 30 degrees north or south, is a frozen wasteland. And so most organic life, limited to algae and lichens, resides near the equator. The strong gravity prevents any sapient species but Elcor from thriving on the planet, and the Elcor cannot breathe the planet's atmosphere. Well, that sucks. Which contains lethal amounts of carbon dioxide in addition to its oxygen. Small packs of Vortia squatters are attempting to take the planet for themselves illegally. Most of them live miserable existences in the planet's crushing gravity and die from falls and medical complications. Only terraforming on a massive scale would turn Volturno into a habitable world, and the Elcor lacked the political capital with the Citadel Council to begin such an effort. Oh. And is this... Nope, there it is. And we have Metaponto. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Metaponto has developed a helium-3 fueling station funded by Elcor business interests who hope to bring enough attention to the system to attract terraforming investors and thus eventually develop Volturno as a habitable world. Thus far, they have met with little success. Well, I wish them luck. It's perfect for them except for, the air. Polino. A relatively small hydrogen-helium gas giant, Polino remains undeveloped while its sister planet, Metaponto, garners all the attention. This was not always the case. In 2180, news stories seeded throughout the extranet claimed that Element Zero was being found on Polino's moons in record loads. This turned out to be a scam spread by the Duna Warcharum Consortium, an Elcor corporation trying to scare up investors. After a small fleet of space probes scouted the area, the hype quickly deflated, and the myth only persists now in unwanted extranet email messages. So, spam mail. Where is the last planet? Where are you? Oh, it's the relay. I'm stupid. All right, moving on. I still love this music. I'm sure there's a 10-hour version, but there's a 1-hour version on YouTube that I've listened to a couple times, just doing stuff. When I think of Mass Effect music, I think of several things, but this is one of them. It just has that feel to it. Hito. While the ice mines of Viantel make a great deal of profit from ships passing through Faya's mass relay, the real money is made at Hito. As the only gas giant in the system, Hito is heavily developed by rival helium-3 mining concerns. The world has 3 major and 26 minor moons, each of which is claimed by a different company. That would be confusing. Those based on moons deeper into the gravity well tend to specialize on helium-3 extraction and refining, while those on the farther moons specialize in refueling services and shipments. The local economy is driven by black marketeering, backroom deals, and cutthroat business. Each company attempts to sabotage its rivals' facilities while protecting their own moon. This has led to open corporate warfare 3 times in the last century. All the major mercenary groups have offices in the Hito planetary system, though the Blue Suns enjoy a home team advantage, shipping in cheap logistical supplies from Zoria. Ooh, that is a small planet. Viantel. Though a dwarf planet, Viantel's large amounts of water have led to heavy development by water-cracking industries seeking to turn the planet into hydrogen-oxygen fuel for starship thrusters. The surface is blanketed with habitation modules, mining equipment, and cracking stations. Since the initial settlement of Ilium in the nearby Thessaly system, the radius of Viantel has decreased by 2 kilometers, indicating removal of over 72,000 cubic kilometers of ice. The planet is literally smaller. Wow. Some groups are concerned that the rate of loss may cause instability in the remaining structures. Population, there's actually people on there. Huh. I mean, I guess that's just the water people, but... And we got little hot planet. Emanian. God, I can't even say that. The planet is a small cracked rock. Its crust contains various light metals, though none in any concentration worth the trouble of mining. While the rest of the Faya system has seen extensive industrialization, this planet lies fallow. Oh. No, wait a minute. Is there actually anything on this planet? No, okay. It's rich, though, with more than just water. And Zoria. Help Zaid. Yay. Mud, sweat, and spores is how Blue Sun's mercenaries characterize the planet that gave birth to their home office. This lush garden world is known for its heavy plant and fungal life, creating spectacular jungle zones over much of its 8 continents. Despite persistent problems with rot and rust, Zoria attracts investors and corporations from all throughout the galaxy, since it has exploited only a fraction of its potential resources. The Blue Suns dominate security contracts on Zoria, so much that residents describe them as less like a monopoly and more like a conquering regime. Sounds fun. Let's land. Now, question is, who am I bringing with Zaid? I just brought Samara and Morden. Zaid, I already know, has been teamed up with Jack before on Team Scary. And I think that's his only team, actually. Grunt's kind of I think Grunt would be on that team too. So Zaid's only on one team. We got to fix that. I don't know. What's an odd pairing? I mean, you could do Thane and be like Team Killer. I haven't used Jacob in a while, but what kind of team is it? Team Dude? You go team Guy. I mean, that's what I mean. If there are two people on this team that I think of in terms of like contract killings, I think Thane. This is like team. I don't know what you call it though. Like Zaid is a merc who gets paid. They both get paid. Well, technically he's an assassin that gets paid by just living, I guess, because the Hanar took him in. I don't know what do you want to call this. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. I can finish off Blitzball. Team Killer. Or just Team Contract. That sounds kind of lame, but it kind of works. Ooh, Explosive Drone. This makes the recharge time the same, duration's the same, everything's the same, except this does damage. Well, this explodes. I kind of prefer the attack one. Okay. Good. Everything's good. Okay. And this is the last loyalty mission, which means it's the last mission of the stream. I said I would do them all as a loyalty mission stream. And I'm actually doing it. I didn't think it would. I figured it would take like another hour. I mean, this mission is still going to take like another hour, but probably. I need to do a bit of testing for tomorrow.
Tapping into Blue Sun's communications. Stay tight and look out for ambushes.
Tomorrow will be the second games I grew up with stream, but the first that I'm pulling random games. So I have to make sure all the emulators work properly. And again, it's all chance. Some games I might play for half an hour, some games I might play for 2 hours.
Shot in the back and left to rot. That's definitely Vito's style. Let's push ahead.
Oh, monkey. You know what? Let's give everyone disruptor ammo. It's not the greatest because most of this mission is against humans. But it's better than nothing. In fact, it's barely better than nothing. It's funny. Being an engineer, the ammo types that would be the most helpful are the ones I don't have access to right now. I should have brought... if I brought Garrus, I could have had armor-piercing ammo. Oh, well. And sniper rifle. And there. Well, I wasn't going to shoot the monkey.
Command to Bravo. Take a position. Likely these people are not runaways.
Oop, he's chasing a bug. I'm just doing what Garrus was doing with his sniper rifle in the beginning of the game. I use it to see things.
Report to base. Armed intruders incoming at the southern checkpoint.
All right, time for some combat. But save the monkeys. They're fine. They're over there. Nope. Okay, well, he's already dead. Go Blitzball. Go fully leveled up Blitzball. Nope, I missed him. Nope, got him. Okay.
Nobody is dust.
All right. My aim is not the greatest right now, but you know. Oh, she's already dead. Never mind.
Nice.
Wow, Blitzball's still alive. Oh, never mind. No, he's alive. I put him back in his Pokeball.
Reinforcements incoming. We got your backs.
They're talking to dead people. Now, again, the downside to having a sniper rifle out, it makes when I use an ability zoom in, and it's kind of awkward feeling. Oh well, never mind. Nope. You know what? Blitzball Mark II actually works really well. Yeah, that's a good name. From Jet Shot. That works. I am so bad at sniping. Alright, we're in. I think we get a bit of backstory here. Why does Zaid want this guy dead?
If any of you retreat while the intruders are still alive, I'll kill you myself. Now get the hell back out there. Vito. Sounds like he hasn't changed.
I get the feeling you have a past with this Vito.
I knew he was a sadistic bastard back when we started the Blue Suns. The Suns only got meaner after he staged his little coup 20 years ago. So yeah, we have a past.
Why didn't anyone tell me you founded the Blue Suns?
Because it's not common knowledge. Vito wiped me out of the records. He ran the books, I led the men. Worked real well for a while. Then Vito decided to start hiring Batarians. Cheaper labor, he said. Goddamn terrorists, I said.
20 years is a long time to hold a grudge.
A grudge? Vito turned my men against me. He paid 6 of them to restrain me while he put a gun to my head and pulled the trigger. For 20 years, I've seen that bastard every time I closed my eyes. Every time I sighted down on a target. Every time I heard a gunshot. Don't you call that a goddamn grudge?
You survived a gunshot to the head?
Yeah. And you survived your ship getting disintegrated. A stubborn enough person can survive just about anything. Rage is a hell of an anesthetic.
We'd better get moving.
Even Zaid being a DLC character, they made him interesting.
Direct to Southern Access. All squads mass at the gatehouse. Now! They know we're here. Bring it on, you son of a bitch!
Although you can tell he's a little obsessive, which is where this mission gets into. Of course, if you have enough Paragon or Renegade, you can kind of do it right, but...
Squad Charlie, Delta, mass at the gatehouse.
I've done this mission once as Renegade. But every time I've done it Paragon. And every time I've had enough to, you know, not have the bad thing happen.
Zaid Masani, you finally tracked me down.
Vito.
Don't be stupid, Zaid. I have a whole company of bloodthirsty bastards behind me, ready to kill or be killed on my command. Actually, take your shot. Give my men a reason to put you down like the mad dog you are. Again. What was that? Gone nearsighted, old friend.
Burn, you son of a bitch.
You just signed your death warrant, Masani.
And everyone else's.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, that sounded like a familiar scream, didn't it?
Opening the gate.
We don't sacrifice lives for the sake of the mission. There's always a better way.
Like what? Wandering out in the jungle for hours looking for another way in. You want to waste time out here? Go ahead. I'm gonna kill Vito.
You're endangering lives and the mission for your own selfish revenge.
You really want to do this, Shepard?
I had to knock you the hell out. But thanks to you, we have a burning refinery to save.
Let these people burn. Vito dies, whatever the cost.
Uh-huh. Oh. No cover. I wonder what Thane would say to this. You'd think almost anyone on the team would say something, like back me up a bit against that. I'd imagine Thane would say something. Help me out here. Even someone like Jack, I would feel like, would say something. Funny thing is, if he gets away, it's on Zaid. If he hadn't done that, we could have just gone after him. Now we gotta save people.
Help! We're trapped! We can't get to the gas valves to shut them off! The whole place is gonna blow!
No time. Vito's probably halfway to the shuttle docks by now.
You're willing to watch these people die?
Damn right I am. We stop to help these people and Vito gets away. And if he gets away, I'm blaming you.
Screw you, maybe?
We're here to free these people. We're going in.
I knew this was a mistake. If we're gonna do this, we'd better get to it.
I mean, they're a good team. I got a sniper, an assault rifle user. They're both pretty tough. I have biotics. I have tech. This is a pretty well-balanced team. It's a little light on the biotics, because Thane only has, he has 2, but still, he's like a, kind of half tech, or half combat, half biotic a bit. Still, though, Alright. Circle. Top. So we have circle, fork. So it's circle candy. Door. There it is. He took a bullet to the head and lived, so I don't feel bad about punching him. 1 second. All right, give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. And yes, quick space break. And boop. There we go. Time to complete the mission. Oh, well. Oh yeah, I get the flamethrower in this mission, don't I? Not my favorite heavy weapon because it's pretty up close, and I don't really like close-up stuff too much with this class, but still fun. Okay. Not too happy with Zaid right now. God, Renegade Shepard. My Renegade Shepard is going to get along with this guy.
The doors won't open until the fire's out. We're going to die.
Nope. I'm going to help. I'm going to save the day. You know, I've only seen, like I said, I've only seen this mission done in the Renegade way once. I'm not even sure if... I don't remember if you go somewhere... I guess you would go somewhere different, because right now we're going to take the fighter out. I'd imagine you go a different direction if you're trying to catch Santiago. Obviously, this DLC is a little short. It's literally just a new character and a mission that isn't that long. Kasumi's, I think, is a little longer.
Now, what's this?
But I mean, I've seen much worse. Come on. We've all seen much worse DLC. Horse armor, anyone? There we go. God, horse armor is notorious. You know, I think I bought it. I think I actually bought it. Hey, Oblivion ended up having the Shimmering Isles, though. That was a good one. That I only played through once, that I should really do again at some point. Nope, I'm supposed to go that way. So I'm going this way first. Okay, nothing. Cool. Remember, in RPGs, you always want to go... It's always disappointing when you go the right way first, because then you feel like, well, I gotta reload.
This might be useful.
And now I have a flamethrower. Unfortunately, this game automatically gives you the gun. I've never liked that feature. Because sometimes when you pick up a gun you don't want, it's like, well, I'm stuck with it now. Oh, no, but normally they're good. They're nice enough to put this thing right next to it. So.
Time to die.
Oh, hello. You have a shotgun. Ow. I almost died to that. All right, team contract. I guess that's the name I'm going with. Oh yeah, I forgot. What was team? What was that team that someone? Lil and Big. Who was Lil and Big? I think it was Mort. It was Morden and Grunt. That's what it was. I almost forgot about them. Let's take off the Firestorm. Do I have anything new? No. Ooh, I got the cryo thing. You know what? Why not? Thank you, Zaid. I know you're mad at me right now, but
First person to bring me Masani's head gets something special in their paycheck.
yummy shields. I'm definitely liking that I took energy drain, by the way. I love armor-piercing rounds, but this keeps me alive. No, Thane. Ah. Does that blow up? Can I blow that up? I don't know. Oh, no, no. Get away from me. Nice hit. That was a little delayed. No. The downside of that is, like, sometimes, especially when I played the multiplayer, oh, get that away from me. Get out of here. Go away. When you play multiplayer, sometimes the energy drain keeps you alive. But the issue is if one of your teammates takes off the shield before you can use it, sometimes it gets you killed. you're feeding off of it, and if your teammates take it off, there's nothing to feed on. Would you get this thing away from me? No, I did it again. I keep forgetting I have disruptor ammo on. It only takes like 5 bullets to take out a shield. I don't think I killed anyone, but hey, it was cool looking.
Heavy weapons.
Oh, I did that. Man, their shields are doing nothing against these bullets. Like, I mean, it makes sense, but I wish that's kind of why I kind of want the warp ammo from Joe. Okay. Does this work through shields? It did not. Have fun with that. Ooh. God, the idea of carrying around a tank like that is not appealing to me. For obvious reasons. Feels a little primitive for the future, doesn't it? Flamethrowers. It's brutal. Definitely feels like a Vorcha thing. The fact that you first see those enemies as Vorcha makes perfect sense. Got him. I'm liking this team. This is a pretty good team. Various industrial bits. Bits. Oh yeah, after this I need to make sure my alerts are working. Someone followed earlier and I didn't hear the alert. I think he mentioned that it went off visually, but it didn't I didn't hear it. Which is weird because I didn't mess with any of the settings. Alright. Check the side rooms. Nothing. I think the end of the mission's right through that door. And I was incredibly surprised they put DLC in this. It felt weird to do this. They put DLC in this game where you can literally kill off the character in his own mission. Interesting idea. I like it. I like the idea. But it's like we paid for the DLC for the character, but you can kill him. Weird decision, but I kind of like it. Get him, Zaid.
Not this time, Zaid, you son of a bitch. See you in another 20 years.
You gonna shoot? There you go. The look on his face. He almost got him. It was close.
You just cost me 20 years of my life. Ah, son of a bitch. Oh.
Zaid, you alright?
The hell do you care? I'm fine. Now come on, get me out of this shithole.
You put your revenge ahead of the mission. How can I trust that you'll be there when we need you?
I'll do what I was gonna have paid to do, Shepard. Just don't expect any more than that. Now stop screwing around. Let's go.
Okay. Doesn't this kill him? It's the Paragon choice, but doesn't this kill him? I don't remember if this... Oh, man, I can't remember if it kills him or not. It sounds like it does. Both of these... Although, maybe this is the... Okay, so this is the only way to get his loyalty. You don't kill him. Normally, this would cancel out his loyalty, right? Like if you made him come along but didn't kill Santiago. But I think this lets you get around that and you get him loyal even though you let him go.
You put your own goals ahead of the mission. That's not the way this works.
I've survived this long watching my own back. No time to worry about anyone else.
You're part of a team now, Zaid. There's no way we can do this unless we're all working together.
You have a point. I'm not done with Vito, but I can put that behind me long enough to get your mission done. Let's get the hell out of here.
Figure Zaid would only respect a gun to his face. And mission complete. I kind of feel a little sorry for him, but at the same time, he did try to burn a bunch of people alive. So, we'll call it even. He's not as endearing as Rex. You know, when Rex shot Fist in Mass Effect 1, I was like, nah, okay, I kind of forgive you. Eldfell Ashland Refinery on Zoria has been liberated, though the company will have to spend millions to rebuild. Although Vito Santiago escaped, Zaid has accepted Shepard's command and appears focused on the mission. And I got the Inferno grenades, and I got a short-ranged. The Firestorm suppresses the regenerative capabilities of Vorcha and Krogan, effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. So, most of the reason that thing exists might be to fight people like Vorcha and Krogan.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Hooray! Thank you for my daughter. From my daughter. No. That would be weird if it said that. From Diana. Aria Talok told me where to send this. I'm Neff's mother, Diana. We talked when you came to investigate her death. Aria told me that a dead Asari woman was found in one of the wealthy apartments, that she was the one who killed my daughter. Thank you. I don't know who brought you into my life, but thank you for avenging my daughter. My Neff deserved better than this. I couldn't give it to her, but at least you killed the bitch that who took what little she had away. God, I can't read. Gratefully, Diana. Yay. Now I'm going to talk to... Well, talking to Z does nothing, unfortunately. But was there anyone that we thought might have someone else to say? I think just Thane. Yeah, I think it's just Thane. And maybe Samara. Maybe. I think she's done too, but... Let's take a look. Oh yeah, I haven't talked to Kasumi in a bit.
Hey, Shepard. Tally is so cute. You're all she talks about in that sweet rainbows and butterflies kind of way. She loves you, Shepard. Be good to her.
Oh.
My heart goes out to Miranda and her sister. That's a rough situation. I can see why Jack is the way she is. I don't like it, but I get it. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
I wish Kasumi and Zaid had regular conversations you could have. Be nice.
I wanted to check in.
I am always happy to talk with you.
Wait. Why am I asking about Justicars now? She's been on the ship forever. Oh, hey, Arya. Arab, sorry. I'm bad at pronouncing things.
I'm interested in hearing more about Asari Justicars.
This is awkward.
We hold a unique place in Asari culture. Justicars are from another era. Young Asari grow up watching vids about our adventures. Pure fiction, of course. Some Asari are uncomfortable with us, but so few Justicars exist that most have never met one.
It's weird that I'm talking to her about this now. No. But how was your Friday? And actually, yeah, I know you probably watched play through Mass Effect. I don't know if you played Mass Effect? I feel like I should ask that more often. People that like pop up in chat, like what's your experience with the trilogy? And the fourth one.
There were only a few Justicars?
Few Asari wish to make the sacrifices necessary to become one of us, and the training has a high casualty rate. It is a life of constant danger. Throughout the entire galaxy, there are only a handful of us at any time.
Kind of like specters. Oh, I'm good. My stream's winding down a bit. I said I was going to be done after this mission because it's the last loyalty mission, but I might do like a quick side mission or two just for fun. I mean, go to 11 my time. Yeah, doing fine. Looking forward to tomorrow's stream. I'm going to be pulling random games from a list of games I grew up playing and playing them. It's going to be fun. The code.
This code of the Justicar seems central to your life.
It is 5,000 sutras and covers every situation one can encounter. I have memorized every word. There is only the code.
Oh, my mic? Well, back when I had a YouTube channel, I used a blue snowball. It's okay. It's not bad. For a $60 mic, it's not bad. But I ended up getting a Blue Yeti on sale. So that's what I'm using right now.
The Asari I've spoken to seem conflicted about Justicars.
In this age, people see shades of gray everywhere. The code of the Justicar is black and white. I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all of them if I had to.
That Samara's nice, but she's kind of scary too, isn't she?
What role do you think Justicars have in Asari society?
I would say that the closest human equivalent is a knight-errant in your medieval lore. Perhaps mixed with a bit of samurai.
Kind of fitting with what armor she wears. Well, that's weird. You have the same one? Huh. I don't think I messed with the settings that much. The only thing I did was I messed with the threshold settings, so my mic wouldn't pick up certain things. Like, for example, when I was playing keyboard and mouse on this, instead of, I'm playing controller now, but with keyboard and mouse, I set the threshold low enough where it won't pick up the clicky-clack of my keyboard and mouse normally. I have a loud keyboard, though. Let me see if it'll pick it up.
I'm glad we spoke.
Well, I just canceled out the dialogue. Whoopsie.
Perhaps we could speak later.
All right, fine. I just lost the dialogue. Whatever. I forgot spacebar still worked. I can't play with the keyboard. I can't. My thumbs are used to moving on a controller, but my fingers aren't. They cramp up too quickly. So you know what? Yeah, I think I will do a mission or two of some kind before I end the stream. Why not? But what to do? I could do one of the I would say I could do one of the shorter DLCs, but the only DLC I can think of that would be short enough is the Normandy monument one, which I don't want to do just yet. I mean, no, you have a pop filter too, don't you? I don't think that makes too much of a difference. I mean, look, here's how I sound with a pop filter. Here's how I sound without a pop filter. Does it really make that much of a difference? I never really tested that. Dude, I hate audio, by the way. When I did YouTube stuff, and now that I've been streaming, it's the most nerve-wracking thing I can do. It drives me nuts, like, how to, like, figure out, like, what's the right volume for different things. Like, tomorrow I'm going to be using, like, 5 different emulators that have 5 different volumes. Recapturing freighter, huh? Project Overlord. Definitely not doing that tonight. You know what? Let's look around the rest of the... Let's look around the remainder of the Krogan DMZ I haven't looked at yet. I'm only at 46%. Huh. I don't know. I just... It's never something I really messed with. I guess I just got lucky with my setup. Oh, you should... real quick, before since I can't talk and do stuff at the same time, apparently. At least not when I'm thinking. I was thinking of channel point ideas. One of them was going to be, if I can get this to work, if I can get a Steam controller to sync at the same time as my Xbox controller, possibly. I was going to play a game for like 10 minutes with a Steam controller. I hate the Steam controller. It is awful. It is one of the worst controllers I've ever used in my life. I hate the design. I like the N64 design more than that thing. and I am a huge not fan of that. But I also had an idea. My old YouTube channel still exists. I thought maybe for like a goal, like a sub goal or a following goal of some kind, I could stream my very first YouTube video I ever made and then be super embarrassed. Come on, everyone remembers their first stream or video they've made. You're super awkward. The quality's terrible. You're not using the right resolution. You didn't edit it properly. The audio is not in balance with the game, so you can't hear certain things. It's going to be terrible. But I'll do it. And even if I can't stream off YouTube, which some people do that, I still have all my original videos on a hard drive somewhere. Ooh, the planet Rothla. Once Rothla was a large ice dwarf with the statistics listed below. In the waning years of the Krogan rebellions, it was shattered into It was shattered into fields of debris, or field of debris, I guess, by what is assumed to have been the test of an exotic weapon system. In the wake of the event, the planetoid was reduced to a relatively contained field of thousands of tiny moonlets rotating around one another, colliding and ricocheting. The method used to destroy the planetoid has never been deduced. The Krogan clan who performed the experiment apparently all died in the event. Ships that have traveled to the edge of the event's light cone observed a moment of extreme gravitational lensing around Rothla immediately before its breakup, but no other clues. A popular extranet meme put forward by Asari author Delsea Athisa insists that the Turians are covering up the existence of a Krogan superbiotic breed that was genetically engineered within Rothla. The CDEM enforces quarantine around the Rothla field, citing cases of amateur investigators whose ships came to grief in the debris field. That's a scary thought. They made a super Krogan. And the idea the Krogan made a super weapon of some kind before they died? Oh, well, that's an easy one to pronounce. Door. Door is a conventional methane ammonia ice giant. It is the main fueling port in the Dranik cluster gateway system. Pildia Station, the headquarters for patrol ships of the Council Demilitarization Enforcement Mission, lies at the trailing Lagrange point of Door. The CDEM logs all ships passing through the Krogan demilitarized zone, and has the right to board and search them for contraband at any time and for any reason. There are no exceptions at points. Over the last 2 centuries, diplomatic incidents have been caused when the patrol frigates boarded an Asari hospital ship. That would be a problem. A Batarian diplomatic courier. They have diplomats. And privately owned human tramp freighters. These measures are provided for under the terms of the Krogan Armistice. While the Krogan were allowed to retain their government and personal weapons, any attempt to provide starship-mounted weapons to the clans on Tachanka is punishable by law. Nearly a millennia after the war ended, the official penalty for smuggling prescribed weapons is still death by spacing. Ouch. Little rough. They really don't like the Krogan, do they? The planet Kellam. Kellam is a tectonically inert rock with an atmosphere of krypton, xenon, and argon. There are a few valuable lodes of light metals scattered across its surface, but these are difficult to find. Most were mined in the years leading up to the Krogan rebellions. And it says it is moderate. Okay. It tracks. The story tracks. And this little thing. Sazgoth. Sazgoth is a small ice dwarf with an eccentric orbit. During pedigree, portions of its ice surface sublimate into a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and carbon dioxide, which quickly freezes again as it recedes into the outer reaches of the Dranik system. Was there nothing here to land on? Did I somehow miss something? No, I doubt I can land on this planet. No. The only planet that I might be able to land on was... Yeah, I guess there's nothing here. Weird. Normally every system has something you can do. This one has nothing. Okay. I should have enough fuel. Yeah, I got plenty of fuel. The Nith system. That is a... Wow, that is a big sun. Tula. Tula's methane ammonia atmosphere traps the blistering heat of Nith, driving dayside temperatures up to 1,000 degrees. While some loads of useful metals are present, the planet's incredible heat make mining impractical. And we have planet Manton. The Class B blue giant Nith was once the most strategically valuable system within the Krogan territory. Though far too hot for habitable planets, Nith emits thousands of times the energy of a main sequence star like Earth's Sol. With help from Solarian Uplift teams, the Krogan constructed a chain of solar power collector stations in orbit around Nith. These vast arrays beamed power to particle accelerators on the surface of Manton, which manufactured anti-proton fuel for warship thrusters. In the Krogan rebellions, the Spectre agents managed to get a virus into the computers of the solar arrays. Every fifth array suddenly applied braking thrusters. The arrays behind them piled up and were all reduced to wreckage. This has since dispersed into a relatively stable ring system. The Krogan never had the resources to rebuild the solar arrays, depriving them of their fleet's main fuel supply for the remainder of the war. Particle accelerators still exist on Manton, but have not been used in thousands of years. Interesting. Oh, I can't land there. And where is this last planet? There it is. Yes, he is. Vard is a methane ammonia ice giant. Until the Krogan rebellions, it had a sizable helium-3 fuel refining infrastructure. Once the solar arrays orbiting Nith were destroyed, the constant flow of anti-proton tankers visiting the system disappeared. There was little point to maintain the facilities, so they were shut down and abandoned. Today, the ancient stations are squatted by transients, criminals, and outcasts. Although few are safe for habitation, neither the Krogan nor the Council Demilitarization Enforcement Mission patrols care if they take their chances. And that's it for the Krogan area. It's not surprising I can't land on any of the planets in the Krogan systems. It's the Krogan system.
At 1/2 capacity.
Not much going on here.
The Reapers are here.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Pilgrim. How did your stream go? You know, since I watched you play some Skies of Arcadia, I think I might try it out. There's something about those early 2000s GameCube RPGs I love. I don't know what it is. Yeah, welcome everyone. I'm just streaming some Mass Effect 2, one of my favorite games of all time, favorite series of all time. I did all the loyalty missions already. I'm just kind of exploring for like another 30 minutes until I finish the stream. Now, I'm assuming you recommend the GameCube version and not the Dreamcast version. Where to go? How about we look at the rest of the Omega Nebula? I still think Mass Effect 1 is my favorite, just because it's the first one. The memories I have of playing it, I think, stand out the best. Strangely enough, 2 is great. I don't have a lot of memories from 2. It's weird. There's a lot of stuff to look at here. Yeah, I know you meant... It makes sense, though. See, look, I love the GameCube, all right? I think the GameCube is an underrated system. But doing the mini-disc thing probably wasn't the greatest idea. Oh, yeah. In Mass Effect 1, my favorite thing to do... I think I had a stream where I went through, like, most of the codex and just read it. And then I looked at all the weapons and the planets. I love that stuff. All right, the planet Logasiri. Looks kind of oily. A step above a carbonaceous asteroid, Logasiri is a planet with a carbon-heavy crust and a trace atmosphere of CO2 and helium. Its surface is cool enough to have liquid water, but is rapidly drying out, as it has lost the critical mass to a self-sustaining hydrologic cycle. I can read. I've actually never played through as an adept. I've played through as a soldier a million times. I played through as an infiltrator once. This is my first engineer playthrough. Nevertheless, the Batarians have colonized the world, forcing slaves to work in their mines and agri-habitats. Figures. The labor is hot, endless, and backbreaking, even in its low-G environment. Every horror story told by slaves somewhere in the cluster seems to be topped by one from this planet. The most famous is that of the slaver Silperon, who worked to death 420 slaves over the course of a galactic standard year, and ground up their bodies for compost in his greenhouses. He was eventually poisoned by his wife, but his shadow and his business model still hangs over the miserable planet. Yeesh. I didn't like Adept in 1 so much because I played on console, and you could only map one button, one ability on console. So it was awkward to kind of have to stop combat all the time. In 2 and 3, you can map 3. So the spammy classes I like better on 2 and 3. This is actually the first time I'm playing through the series on PC, although I am using a controller, because I am not a keyboard and mouse user. By that I mean I'm terrible. Oh, bye, M. Have fun with 14. Okay, this planet's name is a little interesting. Thuna Wanaru. I don't remember about that. I do love how the classes change. You know, Vanguard was originally just half combat, half biotic, but in 2 they gave it biotic charge, which is the best. Like, it's one of the best abilities. It's fun. Just like Infiltrator got Cloak. A strange island of peace in the lawless Terminus systems. Thuna Wanaru is a planet of crushing gravity but abundant life, as its ponderous name indicates. It was colonized by the Elcor. Oh, I like the Elcor. Sorry, I looked at chat for a second, now I lost my place. Oh no. It's a planet of crushing gravity, as its ponderous... By the way, my short-term memory is god-awful, so if you ever hear me repeat stuff or do the same thing over again, that's why. Well, it is not Legion. I think by a little bit, it's Garrus, followed by Tally. Unfortunately, I love Legion. But he doesn't get a lot of playtime. I wish he did. I know M in chat here, I watched her play through the Mass Effect series. She had a mod that introduced Legion early in 2. That was fun. And then Rex, of course. Like Rex, Garrus, Tally, Liara. All the originals are up there. Who have several booming industries on the planet. There we go, I found my spot. Hydroelectric dams and biofuels from tough, woody algae provide much of the planet's energy. Mined to export uranium, thorium, and gold, taken to space with generous use of mass effect fields. Of course, pirates target the Elcor's shipping as soon as it leaves orbit, but the Elcors deal with mercenaries companies to keep away all but the most foolhardy of attackers. Makes sense. The Elcor don't seem like a fighting kind of people. Kind of like the Hanar. It's like the Hanar have the Drell as assassins. You know, I'll have to add... I'll add Skies of Arcadia to my ever-growing backlog of games. There's so many games on that list. The reason why my backlog is so big, on-stream and off-stream, is I keep playing the same games over and over again. I played through Mass Effect series 10 times, yet I have a list of games I've never touched before that I own. Thanks to Steam sales, I have like 100 Steam games to play. Nirog. The hydrogen methane gas giant whose moons were once home to Asul, a Batarian warlord who terrorized the Terminus systems, attempting to unite a pirate army under his banner. He successfully conducted a rapid blitz against 11 inhabitable planets. Fortunately for the rest of the galaxy, Asul's crimes caught the attention of the Spectres, who deduced his hidden location and assassinated him. Azul's empire, built on a hyper-extended army, soon came crashing down. His lost stockpiles of Element Zero have become things of legend, and foolish spacers have spent countless amounts of time and money searching the Batala system. I'm mumbling a bit, hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Convinced they will be ones that finally strike it rich. I mean, Tales of Symphonia is on that list. It's been on that list for a bit. When I think of those RPGs, I think of Bait and Kados. Skies of Arcadia is on the list, but I never played it. Tales of Symphonia. There's also a Mega Man RPG called Command Mission, I think. That was also kind of fun. There's something about those early GameCube RPGs that just stick in my brain. Maybe it's because they work a little different than the typical JRPG games I've played a lot of. Oh, and this system's done. Once again, nowhere to land. I mean, speaking of RPGs I've never played, there is one Vagrant Story. Actually, there's two on PlayStation. Vagrant Story and Xenogears. I've always been told Xenogears is amazing, and Vagrant Story is kind of like the on-again, off-again sequel to Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't even know if it is anymore. It was, then it wasn't. Then I think it might have been again at some point. Oh, wait. What the? That's weird. 1 second. Why is that turned off? Hold on, I'm messing with my OBS real quick. Something got screwed up here. Well, that's interesting. On the top of my layout, there's supposed to be a bits thing with Silver's name on it, but it disappeared somehow, and it's not invisible. That's really weird. I'm going to have to fix that off stream. Oh, thank you. Actually, Arrow was in here earlier, also said that. I think I just got lucky with my setup. I use a blue Yeti that I got on sale. Where am I going? It was actually cheaper. It came with a copy of Assassin's Creed Odyssey for free, and it was actually cheaper than the Blue Snowball by itself. So, I'll take it. Korar, a small lifeless rock blessed with significant deposits of thorium, used in radiation shielding and the manufacture of space frame alloys. A small population of miners eke out an existence on the surface, selling their ore at Lorek and praying that the intermittent raids of the Terminus pirate clans will pass their homestead by. That's a nice existence. Well, back when I had a YouTube channel, I used the Blue Snowball. Not bad for a $50, $60 mic, but I like this better. It picks up my voice better. It just tends to work a little better. There have been no children born on Korar since the infamous pirate raid of 2047, when every child on the planet was rounded up and taken as a slave. Any couple finding itself pregnant preemptively moves off world. I know I've said this before, but the Terminus system in Mass Effect 2 is so dark and gritty compared to 1. I like the setting. Mass Effect 1 was like, even the planets that were being attacked by Geth and Reapers and like whatever, were still pretty clean. But in 2, even the Citadel is kind of dirty in this. Talking about children going into ducts and helping assassins and stuff and dying in the ducts, finding dead bodies and the slavers, and I mean this is some somewhat dark stuff. Lorek. Lorek is an extremely rare example of a habitable world circling a red dwarf star. Originally an independent Asari colony named Asan. It was annexed by the Batarian hegemony in 1913, causing a minor galactic incident. Despite several attempts, the local Terminus warlords have never been able to take Lorek for themselves. Lorek is a low-density world composed of rock, light metals, and a water-based crust. It is tidally locked to Father, with a sunward hot pole and a shadowed cold pole. Water on the sunward side evaporates quickly, traveling over the islands of the habitable Terminator zone in the form of massive, fast-moving thunderstorms, and finally settling as snow on the frozen dark side. There are fears that the buildup of ice cap mass on the far side may cause axial reorientation over the course of several million years. But Batarian officials dismiss the idea as an irresponsible theory disseminated by counter-homogeneous subversives. God. Blah. Yep. According to the Batarians, global warming not real. Ooh, a planet I can land on, finally.
Anomaly detected.
But I'm going to go to this first before I do that. Dorgal. Looks interesting. Nope. Hit the B button twice. There we go. The surface of Dorgal is an ethane-soaked mush. Oh, what a weird way to describe a planet. The planet hovers near the boiling point of the hydrocarbon and supports a diverse, if simple and slow-moving carbon-based ecology. The planet's gravity is strong enough to retain an atmosphere of molecular nitrogen and carbon monoxide, but the methane that dominated billions of years ago has long since been lost. Oh, there it is.
Anomaly detected.
There it is.
655321. Status of system operator is not known. General distress.
So it's a general distress.
I have found something.
Signal scans detect a transmitter matching Cerberus encryption. It is registered to an unknown deep cover operative. Cerberus operative life signs unconfirmed. Other transmissions that match known Eclipse-coded communications also... Oh, the Eclipse. Okay. Now, I would say, who do I bring with me? But this is a Cerberus operative. Why not bring Team Cerberus? I haven't used Miranda and Jacob in a while. Team Cerberus. Not including me. Yes, I did. I did it twice because she says two different things. In fact, someone had to remind me of that in chat. I did it the first time and she was just like, what's the first one she says? I think she's just like, really, Shepard? And the second one, she just says, probing Uranus. I love how she says it, by the way. She's an AI. But the way that she says it, it's like an actual person. Ooh, Slam. Slam is a great ability. Crippling Slam. Didn't move a point. Mass opponent for some time. Okay, so this cripples. Why not? And also warp. And I will go with heavy warp. Single target. Oh no, hey, I'm a fan of the Geth. I just mean that Edie didn't seem to have like human quirks until 3, when she started making jokes and asking questions. But in this she seems more of a robot, kind of, until she's unshackled. But the fact that she says probing Uranus like a person would, in just that weird like defeated way, I like it. Hey, I'm a big fan of, like, when I play Stellaris. Whenever I play Stellaris with someone on Xbox, I always do the robot build. I don't know. I like the idea of artificial intelligence. Even though, I mean, I've seen Terminator. I mean, as long as you don't treat the robots like crap, it should be okay. Look at the Quarians. They tried to kill the Geth. Look what happened.
Engaging barrier. Your kinetics are down.
All right. I haven't used Team Cerberus in a bit, so. Oh no, I had a feeling. It was just, you know. Figure I'd explain it. I don't know why I did that.
Time to die.
Even after like how many years of using a controller to play a game, sometimes I still hit the wrong buttons. Like my brain is like, hit left bumper to use Incinerate. I hit right bumper. Go Blitzball. By the way, my drone is named Blitzball. Well. Ooh. It looked kind of painful. Oh, this is like real comedy. All I'm hearing is just screams of pain. Wow. Oh, hello. Alright. Let's find this Cerberus operative. This is one of the first missions I was given in the game. I normally do all the side quests as soon as I get them, but I decided to do the loyalty missions first and get everyone first recruited. That way I could bring different groups of people. I also try to make little team names for people. I'm bad at naming things, as you'll... I kind of cheated in my Pokemon Nuzlocke that I'm doing on every other Saturday, because I'm using Mass Effect names as the names. It's kind of cheating because it's easy, but I'm terrible at naming things. Oh.
Need some cover.
I also don't like fighting Solarians, because I like Solarians. I don't like killing Solarians. Oh, yeah, Slam is nice. Yeah, there's someone else that was in chat earlier that's in my Discord. He mentioned that as well. He's playing through Mass Effect again. Understandable. Anytime I was when I watch someone play it, or a friend of mine starts playing it, I start playing it again. It's just that kind of game for me. Ooh, that's tough, Solarian guy.
Get ready to burn. Combat drones.
Yep. That in certain games like XCOM, if I watch someone play XCOM, I get the feel to play it. You know, it's basically like sci-fi Final Fantasy Tactics with guns. What do I want to do here? Well,
Nothing's gonna hurt me now.
Watch for fire.
you know what? Slam him. Miranda, that was the weakest slam I have ever seen in my life. You lifted him 2 inches, and it did like no damage to him. She's doing her best impersonation of the biotic god Volus. It's not your last. You say it's your last. It's not going to be your last. Plus, you still need to play Andromeda. Don't make me drive like 15 hours and make you play it. You know, I'll get on a plane with a copy of Andromeda just in my lap, and I'll just fly and give it to you. I think it's worth playing. So notice how I'm going in circles when I talk. I'm still haven't mastered the ability to play a game and talk at the same time sometimes. This is where I'm supposed to go. I don't want to go there yet. Look, I understand. Playing Andromeda was a little depressing, in a way. But if you like the series, it's worth playing once. Interrogator. Giro. Cerberus agent Tyrone Rawlings. I wonder if that name means anything. Eclipse targeted Agent Rawlings some time ago. We know Rawlings is connected to the encrypted data we acquired. The data could conclusively prove Cerberus' involvement in Rachni experiments. We believe Rawlings possesses a cipher that can be used to decrypt the data. Without a cipher, the data could take years for Eclipse to decode. Well, I mean, honestly, I never really noticed that I don't that much anymore. I guess I don't. I've had practice. The old YouTube stuff I used to make kind of got all the ums and likes out of my system. Also, I can ramble pretty easily about stuff like Mass Effect. Hey, rambling is a good thing to be able to do when you stream. Agent Rawlings proved difficult to capture, having insinuated himself, weird way to put that, on a ship bound for the Attican Traverse. He had won over the loyalty of the ship's crew, who believed him to be a human dignitary on a mission of discovery. Our own agents managed to disable the ship and hobble its defenses long enough to extract Agent Rawlings. We lost a lot of men to obtain this asset. This data had better be worth the expense. I still think I might want to put that on as one of my follow goals or sub goals. Or I'll stream. Not only I won't even give the link. I will stream it. And I'll make myself have to sit and watch it. Back when I made my first video, I was using a $20 headset. and used the mic on it, which sounded god-awful. And I used Windows Movie Maker to edit and render it, and it didn't turn out great. So, the interrogation has failed. Despite some of our most advanced interrogation techniques, Agent Rawlings managed to evade our questions. When we applied more evasive methods, he proved resistant to those as well. Eventually, Agent Rawlings' resistance caused tempers to flare. We consider it unfortunate that Agent Rawlings did not live to pass on the cipher. We have men working to decipher the encryption now. As long as we control this data, its mere existence remains a powerful tool against Cerberus. Hooray. But that means he's dead. Ooh. Got a top and a top. Circle. Door. Candy. Fork. Little context on that. When I was younger and played games, my brain always thought of different shapes. I think everyone's kind of like that sometimes. When you see something, it's like, oh, that's this. You know, from a kid's point of view, you like misinterpret something. Now, the first time I played this, I was, like 22, but still. When I call little things to remember them, it kind of sticks with me. Like this little thing. Like top. That's a top. That's a candy. That's a door, even though it's kind of the lack of a door. This is a circle, even though it's literally not a circle. And the fork is only in the PC version, so I called it a fork. And there he is. Ooh, nice camera work there.
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent. The information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly.
Oh. I'm tempted to keep it for myself, but you know what? I'm giving it to the Alliance.
Data uploaded to Alliance Command.
I still trust Hackett. He's still in the Alliance. Cerberus operative Tyrone Rawlings was found dead. Encrypted data transmitted to Alliance for decryption. He's probably not too happy about that. Sorry, elusive man. Next time, don't lie to me and get me caught on a collector ship. And have me die for an hour and a half. Oh, that collector ship battle was tough. Got stuck on one forever.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Ooh. We received the data you sent. If this went public, it could do some serious damage to Cerberus' image. This intel will take years to decode, but just having it is a huge win for the Alliance. Unfortunately, it won't be done in time for 3 then, but... Oh, fish! Oh no. Oh no, my fish. I think I've done 2 missions without feeding my fish. Oh no. No! No! Why are fish so hard to keep alive? Why? Well, I know what I'm doing before the stream is ending. I'm going to go buy more fish. Oh, by the way, Pilgrim, somebody gifted you a sub in here, so you have access to the save emote. That is a good use because I always forget to save the game. Oh, I'm stuck in the middle of this system still. You know what? That's fine. We're going to go get some new fish. Once again, one of my favorite tracks in the game. Alright, to the Citadel and Ilium. Ilium has a fish too. Jay! Yeah, you're really late. I did all the loyalty missions I was missing, and I did one side quest just now. Also, for no reason, I am going to the Citadel to buy new fish. No particular reason. It's funny, I've been streaming for like 5 hours. I figured I'd be tired by now. I'm not. I might just keep going. Why not? I didn't stream on Wednesday. This will make up for it. I don't murder the fish. Their inability to survive without food murders them. They murder themselves. This is the future. Can we not get something to feed my fish? He's lying. Who should I bring to... I'm literally only going to buy fish. So, I'm going to take... You know what? I'm going to take Tally just so I finish up that side quest with the Quarian. And is there anything else on the Citadel that I could do? Any little side mission? I don't think so. So I'll bring Garrus. Team Dextro. Yeah, you know what? You know what? How about I do all the stuff on Ilium then? I have to go to Ilium to buy fish for no bad reason. So I'll do all the side missions on Ilium. Like the Conrad Werner mission. Who wants to watch that? Tally. AI hacking is kind of meh. I don't know. I feel like you don't fight enough AI in this game. I'm going to give her the explosive drone, since I have the one that doesn't explode. And also... And why not? It'll keep her alive a little bit. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Yay, I have my favorite ammo. Alright. Time to go buy some fish. Because my fish are lonely. Now, let's talk about it already. Who should I bring to Ilium? Is there anyone... What teammates should I bring to Ilium? What's a good team name for them? They're going to be... I'll use them the whole time. And I think I passed it. Yep.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Yes, it is. Where's my discount? There's only 2 fish here. Wasn't there 3? You can rebuy all the fish, right? Alright, and I'm going to find that Quarian. Hey guys, talking about fish again?
This is depressing.
Aww.
How about we find a Turian and beat the crap out of it? That always makes you feel better.
Garrus. Ignore them. Ignore them. You know what, Garrus? You would win that. You would win that fight. You would. If any Turian's gonna win a 2-on-1 fight with some Krogan, it's Garrus. Now, which area was the Quarian in? There she is. Oh yeah, I haven't picked it up yet. Let me go get the shit first. Oh, is that the same? Yep, that's them.
I trust you, Michael. What medical upgrades do you want to get for him?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask random people on the street what they think.
I'm getting the immuno booster. And
Okay. Drink. I love stuff like that. I love games that make fun of their own writing and just things like that. Like in Mass Effect 3 has so many inside jokes that make fun of things on their own games. Like he was just like, let's just ask random people on the street. That's what Shepard did in the first one with them. Like, why did they ask some random person they don't know?
I'm Commander Shepard, and this
Hey, Marib.
My favorite customer. What can I get you?
Volus was in here not too long ago. Did he drop a credit chit?
Oh, yes. He bought some environmental system drivers, then left without his chit. I didn't notice he'd left until he was already gone. If you see him, tell him I have it here behind the counter.
Thanks for your time.
I mean,
I'll be here if
you don't trust me? Oh, he doesn't trust Shepard enough to give him the shit so I can return it. Oh, I feel kind of... I don't know. I feel kind of bad about that. Well, this might have fixed it. I don't know. I have something in this. It's called like it's Mass Effect 2 recalibrated, I think. It might have fixed that glitch. I don't know though. It might not have. Found it.
You forgot your credit chit at Seronis Applications. The clerk is holding it for you.
Oh. Well, the Quarian could have stolen it.
I'll close this event report, but I'll be watching you. Get a permanent residence, or I'll run you in for vagrancy.
Are you two serious?
What?
You falsely accused this girl of stealing from you. All you have to say now is that she could have stolen it?
Now, just a minute.
And you. She gets harassed and insulted by this guy, and you throw in a threat to arrest her for vagrancy?
How about if I run you in for obstruction of justice?
You think you're gonna run in a Spectre? I think both of you should get out of here.
Oh, son of a...
Thank you. I wish I could give you something more than words.
Can you take care of yourself from here?
I guess. I mean, most nights I eat nutrient paste in a Turian shelter, but I'm surviving.
Good luck, Leaviel.
Thanks.
What? How did you know her name? What? Okay. I probably shouldn't have talked. I wanted to leave this until I had Tally in my party, but apparently the game thinks that I might have had her before, which is why she knows the name of the person. Interesting. Oh, I missed that dialogue then. Maybe they knew each other. Well, I'm done here. Back to the ship. Time to go to Ilium to do all the side missions and get more fish. So anyway, who we bring into Ilium? What's the consensus? I don't think I haven't used in a bit. I've used everyone fairly evenly so far. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, that was the point of me doing it. It's going to be a lot easier in 3. 3 has a lot of stuff I can do, and you only have 6 or 7 party members, so it's a lot easier to do this with. In 2, I like having the diversity. It's almost like the game makes it where you pick certain people that you like depending on like if you're Paragon or Renegade, and it is still weirding me out that I'm looking at my overlay and it's missing something. How did it just disappear? I definitely have to fix that later. Stuff like that bugs me. I can't help it. I'm looking at it right now and I can't help it. To Ilium, away. All right, we have a Kasumi suggestion. She was in Team Tech with Garrus, and I think that's it. I don't think did I put Kasumi in any other team besides that one? Because the other time I used her, it was just me and her. I think it might have been just Team Tech. Huh. That means we can make a new team. Of course, Tally's in that team too. Oh, no problem. Thank you for the raid, and thanks for stopping by. Have fun lurking. All right. I don't think I put Kasumi on any other team. I don't think. Now, again, teams can have more than one person. Like Tally definitely belongs in Team Tech, along with like Garrus and Tally are specifically Team Dextro, but Tally can definitely fit into team with Kasumi. All right, so we got a Kasumi. Let's see. I'm trying to think of I could bring Jacob. I don't know what you want to call that. I mean, Kasumi has a thing for Jacob, but Jacob doesn't seem to have those feelings. So you can have some weird team ups on this, like Kasumi and Grunt. That is a weird team. Although Grunt's already on 2 teams. Who else have I been neglecting on teams? Actually, I think everyone's on 2 teams except for Kasumi. And Zaid. Oh, I know. Team DLC. There you go. That was obvious. Zaid was only on 1 team with... Zaid was on... Well, no, that's not true. Zaid was on Team Scary. At least he's part of Team Scary. Jack and Grunt were the original Team Scary. But Zaid was Team Contract with Thane. I kind of like having at least everyone on 2 different 2-man teams. But there are some teams that have broad... basically we can say Garrus and Kasumi are Team Tech, and Tally is an honorary member. It still works. This is Team DLC. It's a bit of metagaming there, but hey. Let's go, Team DLC. So Zaid and Thane are team contract, and now him and Kasumi are team DLC. If he is on any other team, he's like an honorary mention kind of thing. And like how, like, I know Garrus and Jacob are team soldier, I think. I should write these down. Alright, anything I can mess with? Oh, I can talk.
Towers, traffic, lights, and Asari everywhere you look. I thought about living here for a while, but everybody's so tight-ass. It's all about money to these people. I do what I do for the love of it. These people do it because they don't know any better.
How can you short sell
So, Klepto. Got it. Although we already knew that. Oh, I can finally talk to her.
Holy crap, Shepard! I thought you were dead.
I kind of like the running gag of every time I walk past her, she's just surprised I'm still alive, but I kind of want to do the mission now.
Shepard? The news said you were dead. What happened? No, wait, probably classified. Forget I asked. You just have to lie. It's been a couple of years. I'm Gianna Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs. You helped me nail Administrator Analeas.
Happy to help. What happened to Administrator Analeas?
He made the one mistake Novaria won't tolerate. He got caught taking their money. He's doing a few years in white-collar prison. More importantly, he won't work in the field again. Sit down. If I remember right, I owe you a beer. What brings you to Ilium? You know, that you can talk about.
You ever heard of the Collectors? They're attacking human colonies. I'm gonna stop them.
Damn, Shepard. For me, a tough job involves more paperwork. Hey, listen, I just remembered something. I've gotta go. Talk to you later? And don't forget to drink your beer.
That was a little awkward. Shepard. Had to leave. Target saw me. Couldn't break cover. A sorry merchant smuggling schematics from Novaria. Can you talk her into showing you the good stuff? The good stuff, eh?
Welcome. You look like someone who needs high-quality equipment. Feel free to look around. My store has the best tech and biotic equipment on Ilium.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Is everything here so expensive? I'd planned to drop a lot of credits today.
Really?
I'm outfitting a team for a dangerous mission. I need the best and I'm willing to pay for it. As long as you work with me.
Well, perhaps I could give you a preferred rate at the kiosk. Here, a small discount, and when I get special items in, you can take a look.
What kind of special items are we talking about?
Oh, you know, schematics, designs. Nothing illegal, but I may not have all the licenses to sell them.
Ooh, gimme.
Do you have anything else? Anything not listed on your main merchandise kiosk?
Well, there is one thing. Very advanced design. Not publicly available yet.
That's because it's still in development on Novaria, and illegal for export. Hello, Hermia.
Parasini, you set me up! But this isn't Novaria. You don't have the authority to arrest me.
I don't care whether you go to jail. I've got all the evidence I need to find you out of business.
Do you have the authority to seize the schematic she's trying to sell?
I don't have to. Hermia was under suspicion. We leaked a faulty device to her. All this thing will ever do is blow up in your face.
I need to go. I have to talk to my lawyer.
Talk fast, Hermia. When the fines hit, you won't be able to afford him. Ah, that was good. I've got to go file a few papers. Come by my table when you've got a minute.
Always seem to be helping her, don't we? Oh, and I get a discount. There's no one here anymore, but I still get the discount. Oh, this stuff is pricey. Doubles the time limit for bypass, not really worth it. Squad, but wow, no wonder it's expensive. 50% tech power damage. And then metagel increased by 5? Yes to this.
I can use this.
I can use this. See, look, a 20% bonus for 75,000 credits, not great. 50%? Yes, that's worth it.
This is valuable.
I'm tempted to get this too, though. I'll wait.
All right. Let's do it.
Hermia is going to be a very poor woman very shortly. Thanks for the help, Shepard. I love nailing Asari. So ageless and superior. Then you get them and they squeal like schoolgirls.
This has gone okay. This is going in a weird direction. Let's skew the topic back to business.
It must be nice having a job that you really enjoy.
I wanted to be a cop or CSEC, but my family had bills. I needed the money a corporate job brought in. Besides, in this job, you don't see things that make it hard to sleep at night. White-collar crime is nice and clean. Hell, at least this time I didn't have to wear heels and a dress.
How'd you end up on Novaria, anyway?
Scholarship program and a competitive internship. Turned out I was only middling at the science, but I could always ferret out secrets. You grow up poor and surrounded by rich kids, you get good at hiding yourself. Helps with going undercover.
What's up next for you?
Research. We've had some hacking attacks lately, and I want to make sure they're external. A lot of people are suddenly interested in dark energy. My bosses want to know if it's something to worry about. That'll hold me over until I have to go back undercover anyway.
Welp, there it is. I was wondering where that would pop up again. I knew there was another mention of dark energy. Like a nice little, just little hint at it. Like the Talia mission and now this. Unfortunately, like I said, they dump that. It's not, as far as I know, it's never mentioned again in 3. I kind of wish they kept it a bit. Even if they retconned it, if they changed it, now it feels like the mission to Hellstrom and this little thing it means nothing.
It must be hard, going undercover so often.
It's not so bad. Go new places, be new people. The only weird part is when you go home and try to talk to people, and you forget how to react. Like it's another cover, you know?
Deep down, part of you likes fooling people. That's what makes you good at it.
Part of me, yeah. I grew up poor and working class. Now I walk around the rich and powerful, taking notes, getting evidence. And they never see me coming.
It's been a pleasure, Gianna.
You too, Shepard. See you around. Oh, hell with it. Mwah. Much better than an autograph. Take care of yourself, Shepard.
Hey. I'm in a relationship. Maybe ask before you do that. Good thing Tally's not here. Kasumi, I know how you are. Don't you tell her. It's super awkward now because remember Kasumi told me when I talked to her you better take good care of Tally. Hey, I didn't do anything. That is where Liara is. Okay. Uh-huh.
I'm looking for the best tech upgrades you have.
Of course, I can help.
How about we shake hands? That work better? We do one of those cool nods where the typical just the head nod, like me and Garrus do all the time because we're best friends. Oh, this is a really interesting conversation.
I still don't see why we're here. Solarians do not get married. My family simply negotiated a reproduction contract.
Whatever. It's the closest you guys get to a wedding. And that means you get a bachelor party. End of story.
I don't understand. Humans celebrate wedding contracts by tempting infidelity? That makes no sense.
Calm down, man. Don't embarrass me in front of the stripper.
What do Turians do? Do Turians do this too?
I'm just here for the drinks.
You said that bachelor parties are for very close friends. We're just co-workers.
We've been co-workers for 5 years, though. Aren't Solarian years like dog years?
Okay, now that's offensive. I appreciate the gesture, but my people don't even have sex drives the way humans do.
Uh-huh. Take a look at that, man. Everybody likes the Asari. Everybody.
But we actually reproduce by... My word. She is very limber. I can appreciate her dancing in an aesthetic manner, but I don't have feelings of... She is a lovely shade of blue.
Okay. That makes my legs hurt just watching it. And my knees are meant to bend that way.
This isn't as bad as I'd feared. It's actually... Is it warm in here?
Okay. You see that bit there?
The little divot in her abdomen?
It's called a belly button. Humans and Asari have them, and you're gonna be doing shots out of it later tonight. That can't be sanitary. Not the point, man.
Is that really a thing? Why would Asari have those? But okay.
I can understand why I might find Asari attractive, but how can they be attractive to humans too? They look just like Solarians.
What? They look exactly like us. I'm not seeing the Solarian thing at all. At all.
You're both wrong. Asari look just like Blue-Turians. Look at the head fringe.
Wait. You don't think they're like mind controlling us to see them as attractive, do you?
Please be quiet. You're going to ruin Asari for me. And there aren't many Turian women on Ilium.
That's what I was going for. There is that theory that yes, Asari look like a combination of everything mainly, but also, what if the Asari can slightly change how alien races see them as? So a Solarian thinks they look more like a Solarian, that Shepard sees Asari as more humanoid. I don't think... Oh, uh-oh.
Practically second in command. You don't want to mess with me.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna save the galaxy. I don't have time for your crap.
Uh-huh.
Just gonna walk up nice and slow. Just nice action hero.
That's right. Anybody messing with me will answer to my good friend, Commander Shepard.
Hey, if you know this idiot, can you rein him in before I slap his ass with a singularity?
Shepard? Is it really you? It's me, Conrad Werner. We met on the Citadel. I wanted to become a Spectre. You're alive. Oh, this is the happiest day of my life.
It worked. I've actually never seen this before. I've always seen and then you put a gun in my face, and I've never seen that. I even like how they put a thing in 3 that makes fun of that glitch. Where if you didn't do that, Conrad's like, yeah, and that time I thought you put a gun in my face when you didn't, it was really weird. Just I love that you can just shoot him immediately.
Conrad, why are you acting like me?
Well, you were gone, right? And the galaxy still needed protecting. So I decided to finish what you started, in your honor.
Any decent security system will detect that you aren't in the military, much less part of my squad.
I just say that I'm deep cover and don't appear on systems. I'm doing the best I can, okay? You were a hero. You saved the galaxy and showed everyone what humanity could do. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
How did you get that armor?
Oh, they make some pretty convincing replicas these days, if you're willing to pay. Getting the whole getup was pretty expensive, but my wife was really supportive. She even paid for my shuttle fare off-world.
I love her reaction in the background. It's like Malon's reaction with the gun pointed at him. The little subtle just nods and facial expressions.
Why were you trying to get the deed to this place?
This place is actually a front for a red sand dealer. I need to take it over to crack the ring.
What? Who the hell told you that?
The owner of that weapons store near the carport. She's an undercover cop. She told me about it when I introduced myself.
Listen, crap for brains. First, we don't sell red sand. Second, red sand is legal on Ilium. You just need a license.
I'll talk to this undercover cop and figure out what's going on.
Thank you. If I kill annoying customers, it usually causes property damage. That comes out of my pay.
Just let me know if you need any help, Shepard.
Yeah, sure, Conrad. I'll let you know. There's another mission here, isn't there? Interesting. Wasn't there supposed to be a... Isn't this where it is? Where the Quarian... No, I know where that is. I know where that is. In fact, for that, I want Tally on my team. I forgot about that one. I want Tally on the team, because she'll comment on it. I'll switch out, Zaid for Tally for that, so it'll be like another Team Tech thing. Honorary member Tally.
I need minimal heat increase.
In fact, I'll do that right now, because I'm going that way anyway.
I have extremely high performance requirements. There we go. Run away, you bastards. Give up your colony plans.
That Volus is messed up.
We hope that you, the viewer, will decide whether we have done Blasto justice. And
Oh yeah, Blasto. Oh, that reminds me of the Citadel thing. With the Blasto movie with Prothi the Prothean. I'd forgotten about that. All right. So we have somewhat team tech. Yep. All right, Kasumi. Wow, we are the techiest group in existence. I am pure engineer, and so are they, pretty much. Except Tally can have a shotgun, which makes her cooler than me. And Kasumi can cloak, and then stab people, which also makes her cooler than me. Huh, I'm noticing a pattern here. Oh, no, this way. But yeah, I'll probably end the stream after we're done with Ilium. This will still probably go on for like another half an hour at least. And I do need to do that testing on the emulators for tomorrow. Okay, nothing here. Oh yeah, I didn't do that mission for Liara yet, where I have to hack into the thing. Forgot about that. I might just do that before I do the Shadowbroker DLC.
I don't know. That still sounds like an awful thing to legalize. All the dangers are right there on the package. It's legally
Wait a minute.
required. Who reads labels, though?
That is where wait a minute. Yeah, that Corian should have been there, shouldn't she?
No, I haven't had any luck yet.
I'll be back, Shiala.
Sometimes you say these things.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe it's because you had a Batarian father. Wow, you're pulling that on me? My father was an excellent caretaker. And you're... The word you're looking for is pure blood.
Well, they're not friends anymore. Why? I'm wondering why wasn't that Corian where she was supposed to be? So yeah, I think I'll save the Liara mission for when I do this Shadowbroker DLC. It'll be like the beginning of it, which kind of makes more sense. Enkindle this.
This is the best you have, I'll make do. But you're certain
It's the one where there's a Corian that makes a deal in a contract and they can't sell the contract. It's supposed to be here. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be here. Isn't? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like right here. And the person who wants to buy her potentially is like over here.
Oh, it's okay. Our amino acids are all different, so it's not like
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go back to the Normandy and then reload the area. If she doesn't pop then I don't know why she wouldn't, because the only mission left is the Reaper IFF. And after that, you can only do so many things. Maybe it's because I haven't done any of the side stuff on this planet. So it has like the starting stuff. Maybe it triggers after I leave and come back, since I did the Parasini one. Parasini-san. Oh, alright. Stuck.
25.
Oh, it's linked. Oh, you know what then? Let's do Liara stuff. Why not? Yep, okay. Getting stuck on everyone. So Jay, what are you if you are still streaming tomorrow, since it's Saturday, what are you gonna stream? You gonna do more Bastion? Hey Tally.
Shepard.
I said hey Tally.
It's good
Hey
to see you
Liara.
again. So, what can I do for you?
What about you, Liara? I could use your help on this mission.
I can't, Shepard. I'm sorry. I have commitments here, things I need to
Here it
take
is.
care of.
What kind of things do you need to take care of? Are you in trouble?
No, no trouble. But it's been a long 2 years. I had things to do while you were gone. I have debts to repay. Listen, if you want to help, I need someone with hacking expertise. Someone I can trust.
Hacking, you
If
say?
you could disable security at key points around Ilium, you could get me information I need. That would help me a great deal.
What's this all about, Liara? Can't you just talk to me?
Don't you think I want to, Shepard? This isn't because I don't trust you. This is Ilium. Anything I say is probably being recorded.
Oh. What, well, I mean, you might want to keep it, I guess you might want to keep it a surprise. But, if that doesn't matter, I was going to ask what old game is it, but if you want to keep it a surprise for tomorrow, that's cool.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
When you hack one, a server will open somewhere nearby for a short time. You can download data from there, if you hurry. Thank you, Shepard. This may help me pay a great debt.
Oh, we're helping out Liara.
Later, Liara.
Just like old times, helping out our old teammates. Oh, Republic Commando. I've only played that through once, and it's been years. I forgot about that game.
For the best tech upgrades you have.
Of course.
Oh, wait. Where is this mission? I don't remember where this mission is. This is one of those side quests I always forget exists. I think it's over here. And Lego Star Wars, I loved the first Lego Star Wars, but the fact is, they made so many of them, I think I just kind of got tired of them. But hey, and also, at least for me, since I play on console just as much, not streaming, but Republic Commando is backwards compatible, and I actually still have my original copy on Xbox, so I don't have to pay for it. Although it'd be interesting to see what mods they have for the PC version.
I never called you that.
No, but you're thinking about it.
Oh.
You think it was easy growing up pure blood? I did some stupid things to get away from the taunts. The stupid drug users you're laughing at, I might have been one of them.
Well, I don't think it's weird that it doesn't. I mean, you would think there'd be a mod for that, or at least something.
We're looking for weapons. Shouldn't you be taking this seriously?
Oh, here it is.
Hey, I'm 60 years old.
Here's a terminal.
Out of my parents' house. And Eclipse girls never lack for company.
Come on.
You could get killed.
Come on.
I'm almost 20.
Like, once again, when I mod stuff, I usually only mod visually or fits glitches, bugs, and stuff like Knights of the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic, I use the widescreen mod, and I use a couple textures, but that's about it. I don't want to... There's ones you can get to, like, change abilities, how much they cost when you get them, the different trees, balance. Like, I don't want to do that much change.
No,
Because part of it is I want to play the game that I grew up, that I first played.
I didn't mean... Okay, look, I'll take another look at the...
It's like Mass Effect 1. I could have made the Mako handle better, but the fun of it is it being so bouncy. I don't want to take that away. A game is more than just its best stuff. It's also its faults. And sometimes you learn to like the faults just as much as the good stuff. Like the noodly Mako controls. Okay. Where is this one?
Blue Rose of Ilium.
Oh yeah, I gotta talk to him too. I have flipped it once, but I think it was a glitch. It got stuck. I think it was trying to flip itself back over because it does that automatically, but it couldn't. By the way, is there a fish here? There is. Oh, I love Char's awesome.
You're sure Gateway?
Since I'm over here, I might as well do this.
Blue Rose of Ilium.
What do you want? Sorry, that damn Krogan's love poems are getting on my nerves.
Is that Krogan bothering you?
No, you don't need to hurt him or anything. He's harmless. Which, I know, Krogan, so it's hard to believe. His name is Char. We're kind of dating, but, well, we're on a break. And he's trying to show me how sensitive he is by, well, wooing me. It's really bad.
Why are the two of you on a break?
He's serious. Serious, as in talking about kids. Char is a great guy to date, but for something permanent... Krogans live long lives. It's not like dating a human where you just stick it out for a century till they die. No offense. It made me wonder if he really likes me. Or if he just wants kids. He can't have them any other way, because of the genophage.
I love the aesthetics of this mission. The whole time you're talking to her, for the most part, you just hear Char in the background repeating his poem.
That sounds like a question you should ask him.
I did. I don't think he realized that our kids would always have been Asari. Non-Asari don't always get that we're not taking alien DNA, we're just using it to randomize some of the genetic information. Anyway, Char was quiet for a long time. Then he said that he'd love our girls no matter what color they were.
It doesn't seem common for Asari to date Krogan. What brought you two together?
He's a fun guy, really smart, especially for a Krogan. And he's got a good job as a transport technician. It's fun to join a mercenary guild or dance at bars for a few centuries, but eventually you hit the matron stage, you know? Then you get your back tattoo removed, let your scalp go back to its natural blue, and settle down with someone dependable.
Sure.
You need to talk to your boyfriend. He's just gonna keep shouting poetry until you do.
I know, but it's tough. I like him a lot. Hell, I love him. But I don't know if he's permanent Bond material.
You just said you love him. I think that's a good sign.
Look at him. He's obviously crazy about you.
Is he? I mean, what if he just wants to have kids? Am I just his baby-making machine? He said I wasn't, but...
If he said that, then you either trust him, so you have nothing to worry about, or you don't, and you've already decided.
I guess I hadn't thought about it like that. And I do trust him, if he said it. I'm going to talk to him. Here, I've given you a discount at the terminal. Thanks for the help.
Cool. The terminal that has cheap stuff like fish and chips.
What about a fish? She loves the garden. We could add a
And I said fish and chips, not fish and chips.
Need a fish. What about you? Going to try?
I recognize that armor. You're with that other guy, Werner, Commander Shepard's friend. Did you get me the deed to the bar? I need the deed to, stop the red sand dealers.
Oh, here we go. God, look at how creepy Shepard looks in this lighting with those goggles on. It's like a Batman villain.
I softened up the bar owner, but you need to go in and finish them off.
Really? Are you sure?
Absolutely. You just need to close the deal. Go in, be tough, and let them know you're with me. They'll hand the deed right over.
Wow, great. Here, I'll set you up for a discount. Thanks for the help.
Oh, hey, Rogan. Ooh, I get a discount. Ooh. 40% submachine gun damage. That's probably worth it considering what I've been doing. Oh, thank you for the follow. I heard it that time. Huh. No. This stuff's pretty good. I'm getting this.
We can use this.
I mean, you're right, it doesn't. Do I want the shield upgrade? Or do I want the health? Or do I just save my money for now? I'll save my money for now.
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are...
Well, my favorite Mass Effect is still 1, but that's just because it was the first one. My memories of playing it are the best. That kind of stuff. 2 is probably the best overall, just in terms of a game. I mean, look, I completely in fact, I just briefly mentioned this, that when you like a game, you can like its faults too. And part of the fun of Mass Effect 1 for me is the somewhat clumsy, not sometimes so great combat system. It's just different.
Do you have anything flashier? I want something that says...
Difficult development for human expansion as the colony on Horizon has been attacked. The council has...
Horizon? Oh no. I heard Caden was there. Okay. Time to see what's happening in here.
Damn it, this is just a misunderstanding!
Tell it to the judge. My surveillance vids caught your extortion attempt from 4 different angles.
I was misled! I was told that you had agreed to sell!
Take her away, before I have my bartender throw her out.
Oh, by the way, speaking of naming characters after Jay and having them die, after Mass Effect 3, I'm probably going to do my Iron Man hard playthrough of XCOM 2. One of them, because I'm probably going to fail the first one. And I'm going to name people after, probably some Mass Effect characters, but also chat friends. And Jay, I will try to keep you alive. I will try. I'm not save scumming. It's Iron Man mode, so I can't save scum. So if you die, you're dead. And this isn't FTL. I can't clone you. If you're dead, you're dead. We will mourn you. You'll even have I love XCOM because when someone dies, you can go to the memorial thing and it has like names of soldiers that died. It's going to be fun. I love XCOM games for that reason. I love the mechanic of games where soldiers can make bonds with people and get like things that like they have different relationships, and it keeps track of your kills, and when they die, they like put their name on something and mourn them. I love stuff like that. And I keep hitting my mic. Give me a second. Okay, that's a little better. Thought about doing XCOM, the first XCOM first, Enemy Within, which is like a remake of the first one, sort of. But I'm gonna do the second one. The second one has so much better customization of characters. Also, see, here's the cool thing. In XCOM, you can actually make characters into a character pool. Then when you start a new game, it introduces those characters randomly. The downside to that is, it doesn't always make them the right class. So instead of having them be you off the bat from the start of the game, I prefer to start the game, use the recruits and get to know what their classes are by leveling them up once, and then I rename them and customize them. It just makes it easier for me. The character pool is cool because you can do it in several new games. But this works better when you want to give people certain classes.
What happened? The undercover cop from the weapons kiosk just got arrested.
God, we're gonna make Conrad feel better about himself.
She wasn't a cop. She was a deep cover operative from a terrorist cell. I'd never have found her if not for you.
Really?
Really. You did a great job, Conrad. Now please go home. Let me take it from here.
Can do, Shepard. And thanks. It's really good to have you back.
Really? God, I want that to be a voice. Can I use it as an alert or something? Be a quick alert or like a... I've actually thought... Let me get some opinions here. You know how there's a thing you can install on your Twitch channel that basically makes it a soundboard? And you can like have people like click on it and make certain sounds like alerts. I've thought about doing that, but I don't know if it'd be too much of a distraction. But that could be one. It's just kind of going, really? There's very obvious ones I could use. Shepard lines, Garrus lines, Rex lines.
Thanks for taking care of that crazy guy. Saves me having to beat him to death with his own spine. That makes the other customers nervous. Anyway, this is Eternity, and I'm Athena, a sorry matriarch and bartender. Get you anything?
This is Liara's father, right?
You're an Asari matriarch? I thought matriarchs served as honored advisors.
Right. Which I do here at this bar. I know, not what you'd expect. But nobody on Thessia wanted to listen to my wise counsel, so here I am. Dad was a Krogan who fought in the Rachni Wars. My mother fought in the Krogan rebellions. I've pretty much seen it all.
Your mother fought in the Krogan rebellions?
I don't know whether she fought. She scouted, sniped a few people, and blew up a couple of space stations. You know, commando stuff. She'd put the old commando leathers on for special nights with Dad. Goddess, that was embarrassing.
Okay.
If your mother fought in the rebellions and your father was a Krogan, didn't that cause tension?
They didn't meet until a few hundred years after the Turians put the boot in with the damn Genophage. As far as either one knew, they were both just warriors. Dad boasted. Mom stayed quiet. Mom was a matriarch herself. Dad was near on 1,000 when the truth came out.
What happened when he found out?
I was about 100, shaking my ass in some sleazy bar. They got me on the link. Told me that they were gonna have it out, and made me promise to love whichever one survived. Turned out to be damn easy, since neither one did. Family, huh? What a kick in the quad.
Well, if anyone heard that alert, that was my thing saying I'm out of disk space for recording, because I've been streaming for like 6 hours. Whoopsie doodle. Let me see if I can. I think I can free up some space real quick. I finished rendering a video yesterday. I think I can safely delete it, and then it'll give me like another couple hours. Let me take a quick look. Not that one. Not that one. I think this one, what date was this made? The 28th. That one is definitely done. Yeah, I know I finished that one. I think I did. Did I? Yeah, for memory. I'm pretty sure I did. So delete. And these were made today. Yep, that would make sense. That was the last one. I know I'm done rendering. Cool. That just freed up a lot of space. Okay, and starting recording. That should free up in like another several hours. So. And I'm probably not streaming that much longer, so. Unfortunately, you know what? I'm going to do this again real quick, just so it's recorded.
If your mother fought in the rebellions and your father was a Krogan, didn't that cause tension?
They didn't meet until a few hundred years after the Turians put the boot in with the damn genophage. As far as either one knew, they were both just warriors. Dad boasted. Mom stayed quiet. Mom was a matriarch herself. Dad was near on 1,000 when the truth came out.
What happened when he found out?
I was about 100, shaking my ass in some sleazy bar. They got me on the link. Told me that they were gonna have it out, and made me promise to love whichever one survived. Turned out to be damn easy, since neither one did. Family, huh? What a kick in the quad.
You said your father fought in the Rachni Wars.
Yeah, when he was young. Loved showing off his war scars. Krogan think they're sexy. Me, I go for asses. When I was a girl, he'd tell me about landing on this poison-filled world and stomping a Rachni queen into muck. Scientists say all that stuff about us getting genetic material from the father is crap. Seems like I got a bit of his mouth, though.
She is a little different than most Asari, isn't she?
Why is a matriarch in a bar serving drinks?
It's better than what most other matriarchs are doing. Look at that screw-up with Saren and his Geth a few years back. Their ships were hanging bare-assed in space when Saren started shooting. If not for you humans, we would have bought it right there. And I warned him. Told people on Thessia what was coming, and they didn't want to hear it.
What didn't they want to hear?
That art and philosophy and political prowess wasn't gonna cut it. We can't go a single Asari lifetime without some big war breaking out. We need to get our daughters working earlier, not spending their wild maiden years stripping or in merc bands. When I started talking about making new mass relays ourselves, they laughed the blue off my ass. So now, I serve drinks.
Oh yeah, Rogan, we mentioned that earlier. That group having the bachelor party. I mentioned that, like, it's the idea that they might appear. I mean, it might just be because they look like that. But it could be. Well, I didn't know if you were. I don't know if you were here for that or not. I don't know if you showed up at that point or not. But yeah, like it was just a. It's possible that they just have that look to them that makes them look like that, or maybe they actually do mess with how we look at them. Maybe the way we see Asari isn't the way they do, and that would be kind of creepy, wouldn't it?
What's it like living for nearly 1,000 years?
Violent. Wars break out. Colonies get destroyed. Sometimes you hear good news, like that colony on Pharaoh surviving. That's the exception, though. You find peace in whatever arms will hold you. Turian, Elcor, Hanar. Even had a pureblood daughter. I was the father. Didn't work out. And one day you wake up, your figure's gotten matriarchal, and everyone else is too young to remember how the Quarians looked inside those suits.
Thanks for telling me about that.
That's what I'm here for, babe. Get you anything else?
Just looking around.
Right. Don't eat the nuts in the Red Bowls. They're for Turians and Quarians. You'll get cramps.
Oh yeah, trust me. The idea of having some kind of Mass Effect MMO where you could pick your race and customize has been in my head for a while. And the idea that the Asari might look a little different depending. That would be difficult to pull off maybe, but it would be interesting. Maybe at least some subtle changes.
You deserve somebody.
Like, instead of the Asari's heads looking like they do, maybe they would look more, Solarian-ish.
No, don't do that. Don't let some human spoil you.
Tally likes snacks. She can use the emergency induction port and put them in the suit that way. Where am I going? What am I doing? Okay. Okay. So I need to finish... Oh yeah, I never finished the mission for... Sorry, Liara. I got distracted. I need to finish the mission for Liara, which will hopefully spawn the Quarian, so I can do that one. Then I can do the one with Shiala, which isn't very long. And then that might do it for the night. I planned on stop streaming like an hour ago. I'm still going.
The Scandal Rock story of Nasana Dantius has come to a tragic end as the businesswoman was...
Oh no, not Nasara Dantius.
For example, you know that new drug, the one that causes permanent neural scarring? That's horrible.
All right.
There's a 12
Where am I hacking?
contract for shipping, then a waiver for you.
It's just
No,
we're looking
no, no.
Shouldn't you be taking this seriously?
Hey, I'm 60 years old and finally out of my parents' house. And Eclipse girls never lack for...
Didn't I
Oh,
tell you? It
hello.
worked out just fine. Thax wants another shipment?
You're
Sure,
not
we can do
talking.
that. And with the little cut on the side, we'll both be fine. I'm on a call.
Yep, you're also not talking. Okay. Where is this next one I have to hack? And yeah, like I've explained before, Tally is my canon love interest for Male Shep because everyone else has that role, and I think she gets left out a bit. So making her the love interest makes sense from like a plot, like a canon plot standpoint. Everyone has their hat, their hat on, and Tally didn't really have that so well, so I gave her love interest. Not so much by default. I like her personality too. It's just like I'm saying like that. This fits well for me. When I play female Shepard, the rare time I do, I think the dynamic switches a little to where she seems more like a little sister to a femme Shep. Like if you romance like Garrus, for instance, like Garrus becomes that, and Tally becomes like your kind of little sister, like goofy, off little sister.
Was legal. I don't know. I'm going to call in a favor and have a friend examine the contract.
All right, not talking to her yet. Where is this last thing I have to hack?
You can sell something that dangerous with just a...
And the thing is, the next... I plan on 2 more playthroughs on stream of this series. One is a Psycho playthrough where I just kill for fun. Like, I'm literally the villain of the game, but happen to also save the galaxy somehow. Another one is going to be a randomizer, where if I'm in a dialogue situation where I have 4 options, I'll roll some dice, and I'll pick that option. And for Mass Effect 1, I'm probably going to cheat. I'm going to give myself maxed out Renegade and Paragon just so I can pick it if I roll it. You know, but that's part of the problem with 1 is if you go gray area, sometimes you don't have enough to do either. Well, he's going to try. Now, where is this last thing I have to hack?
Excellent. So the total comes to 116,420 credits.
Why am I not finding it?
Of course,
Yeah, like my Renegade playthrough that's not Psycho is a gray area Shepard. And I had to cheat to get it to work. I chose some Renegade options, but I was nice to my teammates. But some things I wanted to do Paragon, I didn't have enough to do it. There would be one where I couldn't do either. Okay, I don't know where this is.
If you're hurting for things to do, maybe after work.
Hold on. Journal. You. Okay. I don't know why am I not seeing it. See, the cool thing is about Knights of the Republic, it works. Gray Jedi works. You can literally balance if you want. You're not kept out of a choice because you don't have enough points in something.
Come to the Fish Dog Food Shack. Tasty fare and skewers are just 5 credits for a limited time only. Or for
Yeah, some of the Paragon choices in this game have not been exactly super nice.
Of course, I can help you with the consult to figure out what options.
Are you shorting
All right. It's not here. I mean, it's got to be in that. Whoa, okay, come on. I keep getting stuck on that person, don't I? Well, Shepard is a zombie. He's already died once. Look, I mean. I know I've just been walking back and forth, but there's a reason. It's got to be in this area. I'm Commander Shepard, and I get lost super easily. I'm out saving the galaxy. Just walking back and forth, doing nothing. Okay, it's got to be here.
All the dangers are right there on the package. It's legally required. Who reads labels, though?
Eclipse might be fun for you. For me, it's
No.
the future. My plans are maybe a shirt or a card.
No, why am I not finding it?
Hey, you're sure gateway weapons and armor are good enough for Eclipse?
Yeah, I've got a friend.
And a cool thing about going gray in Kotar is, oh, there it is. Aha. When you're gray, you can use light side and dark side powers and not have a penalty. You don't get the benefit. The thing is, you don't get the benefit of being full one or the other, like a stat bonus. But you're able to use both sides of the powers without a penalty to either. But you also don't get the benefit either, so. Okay. In my randomizer playthrough, I'm not going to be able to decide who I romance for obvious reasons. If I'm a giant jerk on just, you know, if I'm talking to someone and it's like, I end up rolling a bad one, no one's going to want to romance me, so. And then, of course, when you have the option to solidify the romance, I have to roll it. That's not it. That's that. This is weird. Oh, it's over here.
Shepard, this is Liara. I've got the data. Come see me when you've got a moment.
Renegade 5?
We're friends. I have never called
But
you that.
Liara told me to do that.
You think it was easy growing up?
Liara, you just made me get Renegade points. Speaking of which, how are my points? Oh, wow. I am Nice Guy Shepard. Everyone loves me. I'm such a nice guy. Except for that one Krogan who I shot and lit on fire. Or the one Eclipse Merc that I killed. Or the Krogan I headbutted. Oh, that's a good mod. There's 2 mods. I'll give Shepard a halo like in Dragon Ball Z, or I'll make him look like a zombie. I'll make me able to. What if I can change my skin color when I make a character? Oh, good night, Rogan.
Shepard, it's good to see you again. Thank you for getting me that system data. Here, it's not much, but hopefully it will help you on your mission. Do you remember the Shadow Broker? With the data you got me, I may be able to find information caches from his agents.
Who is that? I know who it is.
Are you on the run from the Shadow Broker? I can help you.
Actually, it would be more accurate to say that the Shadow Broker is on the run from me. We crossed paths not long after you died. Since then, I've been working to take him down. With this data, I'm a step closer.
I've never seen you ready to execute someone in cold blood. What did the Shadow Broker do to you?
I was on a job with a friend. The Shadow Broker's people caught us. My friend didn't escape. I don't know if he's dead or being interrogated. But I need to find him. I owe him my life. And I need to make the Shadow Broker pay for what he did.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Thanks, Shepard.
I know there's one other mission she has for me.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
How's your own work going?
The data you gave me was extremely helpful. It gave me a target. The Shadow Broker has several contacts here on Ilium. The most powerful is someone called the Observer. Taking down the Observer will put me closer to the Shadow Broker.
Ooh, this is garbage. That's not very nice, Shepard.
Tell me what I can do to help.
Your data pointed me at logs kept by Shadow Broker agents. The logs were deleted, but it may be possible to reconstruct some of it. The Shadow Broker is cautious. His agents are referred to only by their title and race.
My inquiries have narrowed the Observer down to one of 5 operatives. A Turian, a Solarian, a Krogan, a Batarian, and a Vorcha.
If you can refine the list, I'll know where to strike.
I'm on it.
I'll reconstruct the data and tell you what I find.
Thank you, Shepard. When you find something, call me on the radio channel we used in the old days. I can't risk handling this in person.
Da 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 da.
I'll talk to you later,
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I should play through the Halo games at some point. There's so many things to play. Okay, so I'm gonna do this mission. Hopefully the Quarian spawns and I can do that mission. I can do the Shiala mission, and then that should be it. for Ilium for now.
I need minimal heating.
Okay, where are the data things? There's one here. Don't mind me. I'm just hacking in the middle of this area. Cool. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Hey, I'm sure there's some smart Vorcha. Kind of forgot how good Halo music is. I've been playing some Halo Wars 2 just for fun, and I was listening to some Halo tracks on YouTube, some of the better ones, or what are considered the better ones. Not bad.
Shepard, did you get any information on the observer?
Not yet.
Let me search for more data. I'll get back to you.
I already know the answer. I remember the answer. You have to get all of them to get the correct answer, though. See, this is where being a video game is kind of a disadvantage. Until you get the last one, you can choose who she could kill. She could literally kill anyone. Like, if you get it wrong, then you got it wrong. But, nope. And that one. But when you get all of them, a new one pops up. So it's obviously the right one. Okay. The Turian's asking too many questions. Observer recommends terminating him. So it's not the Turian. The Observer cannot be the Turian. Also, the Turian is male, if that helps. And there's a Solarian contact. Then we have, Vorcha Trader has requested no further contact with the Solarian. Solarian is becoming more trouble than he is worth. Observer recommends a kill, but she may have a grudge. The Solarian and Turian are both male. The Vorcha also can't be so we know it's not the Vorcha, the Solarian, or the Turian. And we only have two things so far. Oh god, Halo Reach. God, that is depressing when you play that because you know what happens at the end. Oh. You know, sometimes being a prequel game can ruin it, but even though you knew their fate, it was still fun to play. Turian contract worked well with the traitor. Observer has rescinded kill order against him, given difficulty in securing contact with the traitor through other methods. Well, that doesn't help me too much.
How can you short sell on prefabs after these human colonies?
And that one. And well, come on. There it is. And then what's this one? Traitor tried to kill the Batarian. Claims it was because he hated slaves. But the men were more like fighting over money. Okay. So we know the traitor, that is, and the Batarian's also a guy.
Shepard, did you get any information on the observer?
So we know this is a guy, this is a guy, this is a guy, this is a guy. We do not know if this is a guy.
Let me search for more data.
But it is a Krogan, so chances are, considering there's barely... In fact, the only female Krogan in this game are dead.
You're making money off people's fear.
Yes, I am. By the shipload.
Alright, one more data point. View. View.
Damn it.
View. And the other one's over here. Where's the last one?
This is the best you have, I'll make do. But you're certain
another difficult development for human expansion as the colony.
Another Halo game I haven't played in forever. ODST. Now, I don't remember where this last one is. So... Oh, aha. Well, look at that. Nope. I saw the orange things and I was like, that. ODST is hard. That's a hard game. Alright. Smuggler and assassin refused to work with the Vorcha. Turian. Is there any mention of Krogan in this? Tried to kill the Batarian, claims it was because he hates slavers. Okay, so the traitor, smuggler and assassin refused to work with the Vorcha. Oh, I think what happens here is once you think everything through, you find out that the Krogan is probably like the traitor or one of these guys, the smuggler, the assassin, and you find out they all have he's in them. Basically, the answer is none of them. By deductive reasoning, you figure out that the Krogan has a title, and that title is a he. You know, I watched someone, I watched a playthrough of ODST, and I forgot how goofy they made the engineer at the end.
Excellent. So the total comes to 116.
This one doesn't have time for your solid waste excretion.
Enkindle this.
Shepard, it's good to see you again. So, what can I do for you?
Oh yeah, I have to trigger her through the things, not here. See ya, Liara. Liara. For some reason I said it like that. Okay. None of them fit.
All 5 of the suspects are male. The observer is female. Something's not right. Who gave you this lead?
My assistant, Nyxeris. She got the information. Nyxeris gave me the information. Nyxeris, could I see you in here for a moment? Shepard, I'll talk to you later.
Ooh, someone's gonna get a stern talking to. Don't forget Nathan Fillion.
Shepard, it's good to see you again. Nyxeris had some interesting data hidden away. Thank you, Shepard. I wouldn't have caught her without you. I'm one step closer to the Shadow Broker thanks to you. Here. Nyxeris was very well compensated. You need it more than I do.
Did you have any trouble with Nyxeris?
She was very talented. I imagine that had she been ordered to assassinate me, I had never seen her coming. But her barriers needed practice. Practice I'm afraid she won't be getting.
What's the next step in your hunt?
Now I gather information, peel away layers of lies, and shine light into the shadows. And when I find the Shadow Broker, I hit him with a biotic field so strong that what's left of his body will fit into a coffee cup.
Good luck with that.
Let me know if you need any more help.
Thank you. I will. Now, is there anything else I can help you with?
Bye.
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
It is a little weird because it's like it's gonna take me a while to find out where the Shadow Broker is, and the next step is let's go get the Shadow Broker. Okay, now let's hope that the Corian has spawned. If she hasn't, I'm gonna go back to the Normandy, reset the map, and if she still hasn't, then I guess I'll just do Shiala's stuff. Oh. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the door. I'm gonna go back to the ship. I'm going to reload the area. Okay, I'm gonna save the game first, and then and then I'm going to do that, and then hopefully, I think all that's left is the Corian and Shiala's thing. I think that's it, which is good timing because I can feel my voice getting a little weaker, and I am streaming for like another 4 or 5 hours tomorrow. So rather not lose my voice. Let me drink some nice water. Life-giving water. I really need to drink more water while I'm streaming. That was the first drink I've taken in like the 6 hours I've been streaming. It's a little annoying because I drink out of a bottle. I just get like cheap bottled water, and the problem is they're really crinkly. You know, that's not a really fun thing to listen to. Plus, I'm a loud drinker. I know I am. And wee! Alright, so that should reload the area. Well, you have to feed them after every mission. But since I've just been doing side stuff, I don't know if it counts that. But just in case. Hello, fish. I think I'm missing one. I bought 2 fish on the Citadel. See, I can't even feed them because I just got them. I got 2 fish on the Citadel and 1 fish on Ilium. Am I missing one? I thought there were 4 or even 5. I'll have to look it up. I do remember there's a very convoluted way to get the fish from 2 to 3. You have to make sure Kelly Chambers could feed them, I think, which I didn't do. And then you have to make sure she shows up. Oh, that's the most unfortunate thing about this. If you don't flirt with Kelly and get her like relationship thing to trigger. Unfortunately, she will not show up in 3. The only way she shows up in 3 is if you romanced her. And I hate that. I hate that. I wish she did. Now, you can romance her and it doesn't affect your other romances, but I'm not going to do that. It feels weird. So unfortunately, we will not see Kelly in 3. But you can get her to give you one of the fish, apparently, that you can't get in 3 if you save her. She'll be like, by the way, I have your fish for you. I thought you did. I'm pretty sure I read in the wiki that you have to romance her. I mean, if that's not the case, then great. But I'm also pretty sure. Maybe it was that, though. Unless you romance her, I don't think she has your fish, at least. Because otherwise, why would she have anything to do with your fish? Oh, I didn't flirt with her at all. Why does that work, though? How do you draw that line? Like, do you have to, like, halfway romance her? I mean, she doesn't add too much to the game, but it's still nice. Like, all those, I mean, look, this game is all about, like, save files, going to the next game, right? It's fun to have the world populated by characters you know. Kind of like Conrad. Who doesn't like Conrad? Okay, so let's hope the Turian. Let's hope the Quarian is there. Otherwise, I don't know how to make her pop. There's nothing else to do. Oh, well, that means I might have to flirt with her now. Although I think I missed all the opportunities. Anytime she mentions like a new character, sometimes it gives you an option to flirt. I never did. That's probably already gone. Oh, there she is.
We'll figure something out. It's okay. I'll think of something.
You said Synthetic Insights would buy me. You said it was an easy sale.
I assumed they would want an AI tech. Hello, can I help you with something?
Just like in my current playthrough of Dragon Age 2, I'll explain this a little quick. My character in Dragon Age 2 sides with the mages, but just barely. I kind of stay out of it. But whenever I'm also nice. I'm a nice person, Hawk. But if I run into Tevinter slavers, I kill them. So I'm not a big fan of that.
I need you to let that slave go now.
We prefer the term indentured servant. And I know that Batarian slavers have made humans understandably prejudiced against slavery. Before you do anything hasty, know that this Quarian signed the agreement voluntarily, and her servitude contract is completely legal on Ilium. If you actually want to help the Quarian, convince the Synthetic Insights representative to purchase her contract.
And unfortunately, Jay, I already had that conversation with her. I didn't do the flirt one, I did the middle one. So I think it's too late. I'll talk to her some more. Maybe I can get something to trigger, but most likely she will not be appearing. Which, I mean, it's not too bad. Oh, I can repeat it? That's weird. What if I bought her? Okay, that's getting into some interesting idea. No.
Why did this Quarian sign herself into slavery?
I tried to play the stock market. I'm good with numbers, and I thought I had a way to make unlimited money. I lost everything. Then I got a credit line and lost that. Then I took out an illegal loan. You get the picture.
As part of our agreement, I paid off her debts. 5 years from now, she'll have a fresh start and excellent work references.
If slavery is legal, then why are you trying to sell the Quarian?
I don't keep service contracts myself. I'm a contract broker. I assumed Synthetic Insights would jump at the chance for a skilled AI tech, but they won't even make me an offer.
So slavery is legal on Ilium?
Indentured servitude lasts a set amount of time or until agreed-upon conditions are met. Ilium must approve all contracts. The law limits what restraint or corrective options I can use, and what tasks I can legally assign her. I'm also legally responsible for her behavior and health. Abuse is absolutely forbidden.
I'll talk to the Synthetic Insights rep and see what I can do.
Really? Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
I'm always going to help a Quarian friend. And yep, my voice is going a bit. 1 second. Okay, that's a little better.
So then
Can I help you with something?
Out of context, what is this? Would you like a Quarian? He's probably going to think I'm talking about Tally. No, I'm not going to say that. That's weird.
I know a slaver who'd like to sell you the service contract for a Quarian programmer.
Synthetic Insights has no interest in purchasing slave labor. We're under enough scrutiny from the Citadel without engaging in practices the Council disapproves of. To be frank, we're hardly hiring anyone. The Geth attack on the Citadel didn't engender much love for artificial intelligence.
It'd be good business. You buy the slave contract, you let her go, and she works for you.
It sounds like Synthetic Insights is worried about its reputation. Hiring this Quarian would help.
Buying a slave helps our reputation. How exactly do you figure?
Purchase the contract, minus the fee for early emancipation, then free the Quarian and garnish wages for reimbursement.
I know the migrant fleet would be grateful, and more likely to make purchases from you.
Interesting. We look good for hiring a Quarian, and we can say that we freed slaves out of the goodness of our hearts. All right, I'll run up a contract. The board might wet its pants, but we could use the good publicity. This Quarian had better be good, though.
Yeah, she's the best. I've known her for 2 minutes.
You deserve somebody who respects you. Somebody who's going to treat...
Synthetic Insights just sent over the contract. I cannot thank you enough.
I'll be nice to her. Well, neutral.
I'm happy to help.
Here, for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get this service contract transferred.
Thank you. I'll stay out of trouble this time.
Bye, Quarian. All right. And that just leaves the shallow thing. Shallow. Green shallow. You know, tomorrow, there are certain games on that list I kind of want to really hit, and certain games I really don't. There's some bad ones on there.
If this is the best you have, I'll make do. But you're certain the neural stimulators are compatible
this way.
with
Could be fun, though. I'm going to be using a Super Nintendo USB controller for all of them, except for the N64 for obvious reasons. I'm using my Xbox controller for that. Luckily, the N64 emulator is smart enough. It makes the C-stick the right analog stick. Which, for a game like Pokemon Stadium, I got to be careful with because that's how you pick your move. I have to definitely make sure it's like up, down, left, or right. Oh, Pokemon Stadium.
Okay, look, I'll take
what a
another
cheating
look at the
game.
contract.
Okay.
Maybe it needs to be reclassified.
Forget it. Do whatever you want.
That's on the list, by the way. If I pull Pokemon Stadium 1 or 2, I'm going to play through the Battle Tower.
I don't know.
Which will take a couple hours.
And have a friend examine.
And I'm going to be using rental Pokemon.
Shepard. I don't suppose you'd remember me. I'm Shiala. We met on Pharos during the Geth attack. Saren had given me to the Thorian creature as a slave, and you killed it. And saved me. I promised to help Zeus Hope recover. I'm actually here on Ilium for just that purpose.
How is Zeus Hope doing?
We've done a lot of rebuilding. We even salvaged some useful material from the Geth ship you destroyed. The Exogeny researchers got called back to their headquarters, however, along with what was left of the Thorian.
Is it Exogeny pushing colonists around again, or did the Thorians somehow survive our fight?
No. Exogeny has been very supportive of Zeus Hope. They actually seem to want to help us survive, and the Thorian is dead. Though, after all you went through to kill it, I understand your concern. I fear that after our adventure on Pharos, my purpose on Ilium will seem mundane by comparison.
Does anyone happen to know for some reason who voices her? Is it just me? Or does some parts of her lines have that kind of femshep sound to it? Like a Jen Hale sound. I kind of need to look this up now. I'll do it later.
Is there something I can do to help?
I'd appreciate it. I've reached the limits of my diplomatic abilities, and I prefer not to start trouble. Some of the colonists had health problems as a result of the Thorian control. We hired a colonial survey group to do some medical scans, but the medical contract apparently allows the company to perform invasive procedures without our consent. That's why I'm here.
By the way, why are you green?
Wait a minute. Shiala, you were only green when the Thorian made you a clone. The real you was blue, like normal Asari.
Those health problems I said were related to the Thorian control. This is mine. A few months after the Thorian died, my skin pigment changed. My biotic abilities are unstable as well. I'm also having vivid dreams about my time with the Thorian. It is disconcerting.
Oh, she has memories of being stuck in that pod in the Thorian goo. Oh, that's nice.
I'll talk to the survey group.
I appreciate it, Shepard. The Barrier Frontiers representative knows about the issue.
And she's not very nice, is she? Okay, you need to remember, after this, I'm going to go back to the ship. I'm going to talk to Kelly and see if I can hopefully trigger that flag that makes her show up in 3. And that'll probably do it for the stream. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this too. Star charts. Oh man. I'm going to have like 4 like side streams for this, like side missions. I'm going to have like 3 or 4 side mission streams for this game, and then have to have like at least 3 for DLC, and then probably 1 for the end game. So this game has some content in it. Hades Nexus, Minos Wasteland, Pylos Nebula, and the Shrike Abyss. That sounds like a fun place.
I saw your conversation, human. You're here to complain about the medical contracts those colonists from Theros signed. I suggest you leave. Your life is short enough. Do not waste what time you have bothering me.
Why are you insisting on these tests? What use could they possibly be?
Their use is not your concern. A legal binding contract was signed. Nothing else matters. All of you. Humans, Solarians, Turians. You come to our planet, then complain that our laws don't suit you. The galaxy would be a better place if nobody but the Asari had ever dragged themselves out of the primordial muck.
All right then.
Perhaps we could work out different tests. Something that will work for both sides.
If the colonists were not willing to abide by the terms of the contract, they should not have signed it. The onus is not upon me to accommodate them.
Ooh, I'm going to call her out on it.
So you'd be this harsh in your contract terms if these were Asari colonists?
If they were Asari, they'd be dealing with problems unleashed by another race. Asari like my bondmate, who died when the Geth rebelled against the Quarians. Or my daughters, who died during the Geth attack on the Citadel. One worked in the embassy, the other was a greeter for the consort.
Oh, we met her.
I'm not speaking in hypotheticals, human. The aliens will never be my allies. The best they can do is give me useful medical data.
Okay.
You seem to forget that a human saved you from Saren and the Geth.
The Geth created by the idiotic Quarians? That a rogue Turian specter led in an attack? The Geth didn't start with the Citadel. They attacked your human colony, Eden Prime, first. You humans brought the Geth upon us. You and the Turians are the Quarians. My people's deaths are on your hands.
Whose deaths are we talking about exactly?
The mother of my daughters was killed on the Quarian homeworld during the initial Geth uprising. My daughters died on the Citadel when the
it's
Geth
repeating.
attacked.
Do-do-do-do.
I'm not speaking in hypotheticals, human. The aliens...
You really think this is legal? Maybe Ilian's contract analyst should look it over.
You ignorant yokel. I was negotiating contracts when your ancestors were still burning witches and enslaving each other. I haven't lost a contract dispute in 70 years. Try me.
How does a random Asari know about the witch trials? Okay, very specific.
I thought Asari preferred to mate with other races for genetic diversity.
A short-sighted mistake perpetrated by the same self-hating malcontents who spawned the hateful term pureblood. We hardly need your alien DNA to randomize genetic material. A little radiation would work just as well. You provide no diversity, no new insights, no advancement. You bring only chaos and senseless deaths. Ah.
I mean, Tally's with me, but no one's commenting. No one seems to care. Yeah, he would just eat her.
Why are you so prejudiced against aliens?
Where do I begin? With Solarian explorers unleashing the Rachni upon us, then unleashing the Krogan to correct their
ouch.
mistake? Or the Turians, so eager to bomb every problem away? Or humans, the new arrivals who already think they should be in charge? Every war that has plagued this galaxy has been caused by your people. My people's deaths are on your hands.
All right. Now I got to trigger the Paragon thing to come back up.
Whose deaths are we talking about?
There we go.
I'm not speaking in hypotheticals.
Why was your bondmate on the Quarian homeworld?
Studying the Quarians. Not their technology, but their music. She loved all their art. Said they had old souls. I think that's where my daughters got it from. Both of them love talking with people, exploring new cultures.
They sound like wonderful people. The galaxy is lesser for their loss.
Yes, it is.
Do you think they'd want you to do this?
I'm not. I didn't.
Oh, Shepard, you just destroyed her with words.
I'm sending an amended contract. No more tests, no fees. There's enough grief in this galaxy. I don't need to add to it.
Bye. That typical BioWare Mass Effect walk off the scene. They walk off to the right and they're just gone. Oh, bye. All right, Shiala.
Did you get the star charts?
Yeah, you did it. I just got the revised contracts. Thank you, Shepard. You've saved Zoo's hope again. I don't think I could have... Is it always like this? Yesterday's problems lingering in some new form. Isn't anything ever just fixed?
It's not too bad.
You've got the power to make a difference, Shiala. Not everyone does.
You're right. You gave us a chance by saving the colony. I can't let them down. I won't. Thank you for what you've done here, Shepard. I'll keep doing what I can. Maybe sometime when I'm not organizing the colony and you're not doing whatever you do.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, well, Shepard will fix a problem really quick. I mean, look what he does in Mass Effect 3.
The goods coming in from the Terminus system
That
are great for
was one of the issues I had with 3, honestly, a little bit, was the Quarians have been, like, have issues with the Geth for 300 years. The Krogan have had the Genophage for how long? And Shepard just fixes them in one game. It's like, yeah, that's what Shepard does. He's the fixer. He's a fixer of problems. Oh, there's been this thing going on for 500 years? Give Shepard a week, maybe, if that. There was that theory I read that because Shepard was rebuilt with, like, Reaper tech, maybe he has some kind of way to indoctrinate people himself. Like, that's why he... Mass Effect 1, his teammates were cool, but it seems like in 2 and 3, the whole thing about him inspiring everyone is a thing. What if the Elusive Man, maybe, added something where Shepard has, like, some form of indoctrination as well? Like, it's, like, slight, to where that inspiration for his allies is really just a Reaper thing. That'd be a little creepy. It would make sense a little bit, though. Okay. I am going to... Is there anyone I need to talk to? I don't think so. Because Zaid was the last one I did. Oh, Thane. Thane had one more thing to tell me.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I'm pretty sure Thane was the only one that I didn't get to the end of the conversation. I'm pretty sure. Maybe Samara. Appreciate the help. From Liz. Oh, it's Lisbeth. The one who shot at me. I mean, I do have those goggles on. Maybe that's what they do. I'm hypnotizing people. I heard about what you did on Ilium, and I wanted to thank you for helping out Zeus Hope one more time. We're surviving, if barely. Most of Exogeny left, but I stayed behind as an attaché to make sure there's nothing left of the Thorian. We don't need that problem again. Also, I'm really, really sorry that I shot at you. Well, that's nice. I'm pretty sure I said that, but I just wanted to reiterate it. Good luck and thanks. Zeus Hope is alive again because of what you did. And then we have that weird thing in 3 where they become a military like thing. The word escapes me at the moment. Asset. Because of their connection with the Thorian through like their brains, they fight better as a unit. Weird.
How may I help you, Commander?
Okay.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Okay. How do I do this?
If any of the crew
Is that all?
I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing
Keep your
people are
distance. Get away
overly
from me.
taxed.
You make sure the
Yes.
crew's mental health.
I look for warning signs.
We're lucky to have someone
Thank
with
you.
your skills.
What else would you like
Nope,
to know?
not that.
We look out for human interests. I love humanity. I also
That's a very
love-
positive attitude.
What can I say? Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being...
Oh,
assigned to
this one's probably it.
I was but mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership,
Don't worry.
I trust you implicitly.
There it is.
The moment I met you,
I might do more than catch you.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Now, how do I trigger the one where I say it went too far?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later. How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing
Yep,
right now.
there you go.
Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I don't know how to trigger anything else. Does it have to be after I get her back from the collectors? I mean, well, when that happens, the game is over, so. Oh, gotta wait? Okay.
I better go.
Okay.
Well, hopefully all the side stuff can trigger it. What was all that beeping? Oh, it was that. Okay. Alright, so who do I need to talk to? It was Samara and Thane, potentially? Oh, feed fish. Fish feed. That's it, I don't have any main missions left. I only have side stuff. I mean, although when I do the Reaper IFF, that's a main mission, and I'm talking to her won't screw anything up, so that's good. And then I'll do Legion's loyalty mission, and then I should have time to talk to her. That'll be 2 missions. So we'll see. It should work out. Hopefully. Space hamster. Space hamster. Do it. Wait. Oh, little mammals. I'm not ashamed to say, last night I couldn't sleep. I watched like 2 hours of YouTube videos on the Dodo channel. It was just a bunch of animal videos. It's like, hey, when I'm bored and can't sleep at night, I might read a book, might watch some animal videos. Who knows? They have a lot of dog videos on there. I'm not really a dog person. Probably because I'm allergic to everything with fur. But dogs affect my breathing. Cats only affect my skin and eyes for the most part. I can live with that. The breathing thing is a little annoying. You know what? I'm going to talk to Morden real quick, just in case. We'll get a nice little, little quip. Oh, and I can also research stuff. Heavy ammo. Yes, please. What else is in here? Ooh. Look out, Reapers. I'm equipping that thing. I don't need either of those. I literally don't need this. I literally don't need it. Because of the controller mod, I already move faster than I should. And I don't need that because I'm nice guy. Don't care about those. I'll do it just because it's cheap. Kind of running out of element 0, aren't I? I don't think I need to do anything else, do I? I have all the ship researches. So this is just extra. Why not? I would like this, but I need more stuff. Oh, I can't. Okay, the retrain powers takes... Okay, I have enough for one more. That's fine. In case I want to do, like, something else besides the energy drain. All right, good.
Shepard, how can I help? Later, updating crew dental records. All Cerberus personnel have cyanide capsules and molars. Primitive. Ocular nerve flashbangs harder to disarm. Anything will be
All
here
right.
if you need me.
Thank you for the nice bit of information there, Morden. Thank you. And I'm interested in the ground again. All right. Miranda's done. Garrus is done, I think. Samara and Thane, I think, are the two. And after that, I'll just call the stream and we'll raid somebody. I'll have to see who's streaming what. Nope, Thane. Tell me about your wife.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
I figured you'd explain to me when you were ready.
I appreciate your patience. I kept my work clear of our home life. I assumed that would be enough to protect Erica. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how did she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
Aww. And the fact that Drells have perfect memories, having to relive the moment where you met your wife for the first time, probably pretty brutal when they're dead.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles. Not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Hirashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians. A slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me. So they went after her.
Always the Batarians! Why is it always the Batarians? The Batarians killed my Shepard's family and they killed Thane's wife.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. I let them linger.
You were operating on instinct. By your own rules, you can't blame yourself.
But I made the choice to hunt them. They're the only lives I've ever taken of my own choice. The only deaths on my own conscience. I haven't spoken about my wife and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Well, that's because Shepard is slightly indoctrinating you to tell me. No, we're just friends.
Thane, the worst thing is to face death with regrets. You're part of my crew, and I consider you a friend. If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I've never been part of a team. Assassins tend to be solitary. I'm learning the virtues of facing death with others at your side. It's a work in progress.
Yay.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later.
That
I shall return to my meditation.
Might be it. I think that, I don't know. He might have one more thing. I can't remember. Nope. Oh, well, might as well do this.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. It must have been really hard for Samara to ask you to help kill her own daughter. She told me she really appreciated your help. As hardcore as she is, I'm not sure she could have done it without you. You really dodged a bullet down there. It took us to stand up to Zaid, but I'm glad you did. I'm glad to hear Thane and his son are back in touch. It'll be hard, but I think they'll be fine. Come back later. I'm sure
Oh yeah, Shepard is going to have him beat by a lot. Like, Thane, man, if we're going for like a contest who kills the most Batarians, I mean, the Reaper's won, obviously, but I'm second.
Anything new?
There is something I've wanted to tell you. I've done many things in my lifetime. I thought the galaxy held nothing new for me. Since joining you, I've realized how much more there is.
You must have seen many things in your years of travel.
As a maiden, I served as a mercenary. I fought tyrants and pirates. I experienced everything the galaxy has to offer. As a Justicar, I saw parts of Asari space few know about. I destroyed villages and saved cities. I even fought a Spectre.
Why did you fight a Spectre?
A Taurian named Nihilus. He may have been on council business, but I witnessed him kill an unarmed civilian. Following the code, I attacked.
Nihilus, our space friend who we knew for like a day.
Nihilus seemed like an honorable Turian, and a good Spectre.
He may have been. However, killing unarmed civilians is wrong.
How did the fight turn out?
I had the advantage, but he was good. He returned fire and tried to run. We played cat and mouse in the wilderness for 2 weeks. It was exhilarating. Finally, he created a situation in which my only options were to let an innocent die or pursue him. The code compelled me to save the innocent, and he escaped. I admire how he adapted and used my code against me.
What have your years as a Justicar been like?
Mostly tedium and hardship. Traveling on freighters, wandering through rural areas, rooting out injustices, big and small, putting down corrupt officials. When I arrive in a remote area, individuals often approach me with matters of justice. My judgment rarely turns out the way they hope.
I don't remember at all. It's been a while since I read them. Well, I know that Saren's in one of them because one of the book's endings is about the mission that Saren and Anderson went on. I don't remember if Nihilus is in the books or not. Ugh. I might have to reread them.
How do you pay for transportation between worlds?
Asari captains often welcome Justicars. We reduce pirate attacks. One raid was called off when the pirates were able to verify that I was aboard.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, let's go attack them. It's like, oh, it says there's a Justicar on board? Never mind. Never mind.
Why would you destroy an entire village?
I tracked Morinth to a remote colony world. She'd perverted an entire town, making them worship her and bring young Asari as sacrifices. When I arrived, she fled, throwing her minions at me in waves. They bought her time with their lives. When it was done, only small children remained. I left them in the authorities' care and continued my pursuit.
Ouch.
What was being a mercenary like?
I was a young, impulsive maiden who discovered her talent for combat. I reveled in it, until the day my troop was hired to guard a mysterious shipment on its way to some clandestine drop-off area. I discovered the shipment was slaves, to be traded to the collectors for advanced technology.
You were a slaver? I mean, it's obvious she didn't know, but...
I can't imagine you went along.
I demanded that we turn around. My mates disagreed. After they were dead, I brought the ship around. The collector craft was just arriving. They closed faster than I could flee. Fortunately, we were close to the mass relay. I got through, and they did not pursue.
Okay, one thing I like to point out. Look how nonchalantly she just said that. My mates disagreed. Once they were dead, All right. Also, she had a run-in with the collectors. Maybe that's why she's on the team. I mean, Okeeter dealt with the collectors. Morden was trying to cure a plague that was collector-made. Garrus was my old buddy, so that was probably why he's on there. I mean, maybe there's Jack was an ex-Cerberus experiment. That's a connection there, sort of. So maybe there's slight connections in here with everyone. Maybe he put Thane on the list because he knew Thane was going to die, so he had nothing to live for, so he'd be willing to go. Who knows? And Samara had a run-in with a collector ship?
What did you do with all the slaves?
I lectured them on the virtues of strength and defending oneself. Then I distributed the armor, weapons, and credits of my dead colleagues and released the captives on the Citadel.
Why did you fight a Spectre?
Oh, wait a minute.
A Taurian named Nihilus.
I'm doing it again.
I attacked.
Now we're good.
We're not done with this yet.
I am sure. It will be my honor to be by your side at the end.
You think we're all gonna die?
You've assembled a powerful group, but we are fighting an unknown. I am ready for whatever comes, but I do not fool myself about our chances.
We'll finish this mission and live to see the end.
I hope you are right.
I am. Cue the Hypnotoad indoctrination sound, the blah, blah, blah. Look at, I don't have the goggles on, but you know. I'll talk to Tally, just in case. She's probably not going to have anything new, but... Tally.
For you, I can't tell you how much what you said means to me. But I understand if you need to find something...
There's a new option.
Else. Not that I'm complaining if you're still interested.
This wasn't here before.
Are you still...
Why does it give me an extra way to get out of the relationship? Weird. Is it because I flirted with Kelly? Or no, it couldn't be. Because this says the mission comes first. That's really weird. That wasn't there before.
I don't want to risk your health.
Thank you.
Yep, there it is again. Just her helmet in my face. Okay. Oh man, I have been streaming for almost 7 hours. That is my second longest I've ever streamed. My personal record is 8 hours, and that was an Outer Worlds stream. And when I did that, I streamed for 6 hours and then 8 hours, 2 days in a row, and I blew up my voice for a week. Hopefully I didn't do that here. I don't think I did. Should be fine. I'll drink plenty of water tomorrow. Should be good. All right, save the game. Go out with the menu music. Okay. So, yep, it's been a fun 7-hour stream. Let's see. Thank you to he said his name, just call him PL, but it's PLSIRE for the follow earlier, and then Pilgrim for the raid with 9 people. That was nice. Oh, hey Pilgrim. And then Lord Rogan was here earlier, who followed. And everyone who's been in chat. You got Silver, Jay, Pilgrim, Aura, Ninja was here earlier, M was here earlier, Era was here earlier. And you know what? I'm going to quit. Actually, I have to quit out of the game to do this, so I don't know why I'm ending it on that. But part of the problem of doing full screen, I have to alt-tab out, which cuts the music off. Which is why I'm thinking about getting a music track to play during this. We'll see. Let me see who's available to raid. Suggestion. Yes. It's between 2 people at the moment, but I think I'm leaning one way, but I am not putting Hypnotoad eyes on my avatar. It's a slight indoctrination, all right? You know what? I was going to raid music, but Julie, it says Julie's description says she's having a birthday stream. So how could I not raid that? PG Julie. I can type. I don't know. I don't know if it's her birthday or maybe it's a stream for someone else, but it literally says birthday stream. She's playing Don't Starve with someone, I think, so maybe it's someone else's birthday? Oh, we'll find out. Cake raid. All right, well, remember tomorrow I am streaming. Won't be as long as this one, but I'm going to be pulling random games from a list of games I grew up playing, and I'm going to be playing those. It's going to be fun. Some old school games. I'm probably going to be playing some complete garbage, and then maybe some good stuff. So thanks to everyone who showed up. Have a good night, and hopefully I'll see everyone tomorrow. And let's say hi to Julie.